All right, welcome in here to the watch-along party tonight, presented by Miller Lite, our friends at Miller Lite. I always love having a cold, delicious, refreshing, 96-calorie, good for you, Miller Lite, during these watch-along parties. But welcome in. If you were with us on the pregame show, welcome back. If you're just joining us for the game, welcome in. Phillies get out to an early jump here, getting Schwarber and Castellanos on second and third with no outs. One run gets in on a Bryce Harper kind of bleeder between first and second there. And Raffy, Alec Boehm, just goes down on strikes. He's kind of lost at the plate a little bit lately. I think he needs Brandon Marsh back. I think he misses his best friend.
That's fair. That's fair, especially traveling to another continent without your best friend. That's tough. And I do,
you want to stamp that passport with your
together.
Best bud.
They probably had been talking all this time about traveling to London and being roomies and
having beans on toast.
Right. And then you're there with Adam and you're feeling a little bit upset because your buddy's home and you're not there. But he has definitely struggled a little bit more lately.
I mean, a little poke here.
Based off of his start, actually the last 2 years, he's consistently had a hot April and May and then dipped a little bit. So he technically is consistent with the last few years. But yeah, I mean, you look, the last 3 games he's had a hit in each, but hasn't really given you much of he did get an RBI, of course, on Sunday. That was big.
Yeah, so Renee and I will be hanging out throughout the course of the game. Tyler's here, of course, with us as well. We'll be here all game and then right into a post-game show afterwards. John Foley's going to join us on the post-game show. So we'll be reacting live to the game, talking a lot of nonsense and bullshit, and just kind of hanging out here and having fun. So,
Greg MC in the chat is asking who thinks that Boehm could transition to corner outfield.
I don't know. I don't feel strong about that. But then again, I didn't think he was ever going to turn into a halfway decent third baseman.
True. That's fair.
And he went out and got a whole hell of a lot better at that. So I don't know. I would think Sosa's more likely, Tyler. But yeah,
there's a difference between improving at your position and picking up an entirely new position. Like Bryce Harper is a freak. Bryce Harper being able to transition to first base and not just be able to move to first base, but be so good at it is the anomaly of the situation. Moving a player outside of his natural position is hard enough when you're moving like from a corner third to a corner first. I think a guy that's, not that we're aware of has ever played any, professional outfield. I think that's a really tough
sell. He's probably been a third baseman now since, I don't know, high school, I would imagine.
Yeah, and I think based off of how he struggles when he gets moved to first base lately, I feel like he's one that you can't change it up. Like, there are some guys that you have to simplify things. Nuts. There are some guys that can't handle changes, and whether it's their routine, the position, whatever it may be. So I actually don't think Alec Boehm, I think skill-wise, he actually could have the ability to translate his third base play into a corner outfield role. But I think mentally is where he'd get shaken up. And you don't want to mess up like him, Nick. There's certain guys I feel like you just got to leave them where they are and let them rock.
Good hustle by Stott there out of the box. He kind of throws the helmet down and busts it and doesn't allow the double play to happen. Didn't really throw it, but good hustle by him. As the Phillies go up 2-0 here in the top of the first. And again, just pouncing on a team early.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here's Wit the shit the Wit. Let's do something here.
No.
Well, you want to see him carry over the London power he had.
I know. Bring that to the States. Bring that to Boston.
Come on, Whitley. Is his name Whitley?
Yes, it is. His name is Whitley. Can you get a nice hit for us, Wits? Lee?
It would be nice to see. It's got a...
can you get a hit for us, Wits? Lee?
Career at Fenway. He's a 308 hitter. What is that from?
No, because you rhymed with me. Oh, you did it unintentionally.
Yeah. How
Dang it, Jamie. Come on, Wits. Ooh.
Don't swing at that.
Ooh.
Are the Braves losing already? Because somebody on my Twitter timeline
I am on.
just said the Braves suck.
Yeah, they're down 2-0.
Really
Bottom
bad.
of the third, and they are down 2-0.
Have you?
End of the third now.
Did you guys see what I tweeted earlier from? I think the Phillies account. Hold on, let me find it because it has to do with how many runs the Braves have scored, and they're like dead last over the last little while.
All right, 2-0. Definitely a good start. Should we do some like jokes and trivia in between innings? Like
definitely not jokes.
All right, here it is. Since April
definitely
24th,
not jokes.
I'm gonna find some jokes.
Since April 24th, no Major League Baseball team has scored fewer runs than the Atlanta Braves.
Wait, what?
Since April 24th, no MLB team has scored fewer runs than the Atlanta Braves, who have 146 runs scored since April 24th. In front of them, Miami, the White Sox, the Cubs in Arizona, Tampa Bay, Angels, Toronto, Pittsburgh, Cincinnati. They're amongst the bottom feeders since April 24th.
Wow.
Kind of love to see it, don't you?
Wow. They've really taken a fall. And again, it's a shame because of the injuries, and I will continue to say that.
No, it's not all Ronald Acuna,
Ronald Acuna and Spencer Strider, but it's not, because what's the excuse for everybody else? And that's why I had to cut one of them off my fantasy team, Michael Harris, and I did what I had to do. Because when you have major injuries, that's a time to step up. The Phillies have been stepping up. We've been seeing Trey Turner goes down, Sosa steps up, Cody steps up, Bryson steps up, JT goes down. We're going to get more guys stepping up. We saw yesterday. We'll see it again today. They have not done that. They have completely folded like a lawn chair ever since the injuries and continue to fold. And that's why the Phillies are 10 games ahead. I have a joke for you, though.
Oh, boy. Tyler, you ready?
Are you ready for this?
You're going to have to show yourself. We want your reaction. All right, what do you got? Are you going to hit us with jokes in between innings now?
Yeah, I mean, you've got trivia, I've got jokes. Are you going off the cuff,
or are you going?
No, I should, because I actually am really decent at jokes.
I wish a skill I had better in life was retaining jokes.
See, I don't think I'm joke funny. I feel like I'm more like
I'm very bad at retaining.
I'm just unintentionally funny.
Here's I'm going in the bottom corner here, and I'm just gonna blankly
stare.
Because
we can't see you.
I'm just gonna blankly stare and see what happens.
Okay.
Right.
Here's a baseball joke for you guys.
Oh boy.
Why are baseball games at night, guys?
I don't know. Why, Renee?
You don't have a guess?
No.
Because the bats sleep during the day.
I just want to clarify, by the way, I am not laughing at the joke. I am laughing at Jamie's delayed, polite reaction.
There you go, Tyler. File that one away in your dad joke pocket. There you go. That's a good kid. I'll hit Skylar with that. I have to step out and FaceTime her because I forgot to earlier. So maybe I'll do it live on the show, and I'll hit her with that joke and see if she likes it. That's right. That seems right up a 5-year-old's alley.
All right, one more.
Oh boy, here we go.
Why the chemist?
Sanchez won out already.
Why the chemists bring acid to the ballpark?
The chemists bring acid to the ballpark. Something about bases.
Yeah.
Acid base. I'm not finding it. What is it?
It's around the bases.
Oh, okay. I knew the subject.
Joke.
I knew the subject matter. All right, 2 outs for Cristopher Sanchez.
See,
David.
the jokes brought in some more outs.
So you guys were talking about the.
MBDBDF said no more jokes. Elephant likes it though. Thank you, Elephant in the room. I'm gonna find some better ones. That was like a quick one. I didn't have time to vet through. Give me a
Spiral
moment.
Out said, "Did you hear the joke about the pop fly? Don't worry, it's over your head." What were you gonna say, Tyler?
So you guys were talking about how and yes, statistically speaking, and sometimes you just have to look at the numbers and say they've been
there,
bad.
Oz?
No, we'll be there eventually.
I hear
Not
this
Tyler
voice.
cut her microphone.
Where is he?
You were given all those numbers about the Braves and how they've been really poor in a lot of statistical categories since May 1st. The one thing that and I know MBD's been talking about it, like you can't bury this team; they're too good to bury. They have a 37% hard hit rate over that span since May 1st. That's first in baseball. there is a semblance of like they're just hard luck losers right now where like, yes, you are what your record says and you play how you play. But at some point, you have to look at it and go, okay, they're probably putting good swings on the ball. We're not watching Braves baseball every night like we are watching Phillies baseball every night. But I see 37% hard hit percentage leading the league. To me, that says they're probably not that far off, despite the fact that like they're not winning as many games as they would, plausibly like to.
Yeah, sure. But sucks to suck, as they say.
Listen, I'm not sitting here like I'm not relishing in Braves.
No, to your point,
stats,
when you look at the individual players,
they're probably close.
Some of their stat lines are not terrible. Like somebody in our fantasy baseball league just dropped Michael Harris. And like Michael Harris has been pretty decent this year.
He's been awful for fantasy.
But like statistically,
he's been good in baseball, but because of the way fantasy works, he keeps getting negative points.
And you think about it too, like their pitching staff has been pretty darn good. Like Chris Sale's been really good. Reynaldo Lopez has been awesome this year.
There. Wait, and so they call that safe?
They're probably not particularly far off, is what I'm trying to get at. Like, I think that you may get a stretch like within the next 2 or 3 weeks where the Braves go 10-1 or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and not to say that they're going to cut into a 10-game lead like that.
Oh, that's close.
But I don't think that they're.
Oh, he didn't make contact though until he hit the base.
They're not nearly as bad as the record's telling you. And by the way, they're still 10 games over 500 right now?
Yeah, they're a playoff team. Like. But the division's probably going to be hard for them to pull off at this point, I would imagine. Yeah. Stranger things have happened. Yeah, this is a close play. It looks like the Phillies are challenging it. I thought the tag got them, but it's damn close. It's pretty bang bang. And as we know, the tie goes to the runner.
Bang bang.
That is factually incorrect.
Yeah.
So
that's the saying.
That's the saying, right? So that was one thing that.
Out. All right. I thought he got it.
That was one thing I was learning.
Topper with the challenge. Nice.
I know in the chat, everybody's saying how we don't care. Screw the Braves, down year for them. Austin Riley's basically disappeared. Look at Riley's numbers. He's been awful.
Yeah,
Harris, Riley, Olsen, and Albies have all been terrible. They have. That's why I cut Harris. I don't even care. Because you know what? There are certain guys that are getting a pass right now on my fantasy team that has been stacked and won the first 5 weeks and then has lost the last 6 weeks and is currently losing to the mighty Oompa Loompas. That you don't get a pass, Michael Harris. I'm sorry. You just don't.
Yeah, Austin Riley's hitting 225, only has 3 home runs on the year, only 20 RBIs. On base is 295, OPS plus is 81. So he's definitely taking a step back. But Marcell Ozuna hasn't. Matt Olson's coming back.
He's the only one that's still on my team for
Matt Olson. Well, that's what everybody definitely cares about is if they're still on your team.
No, Marcell Ozuna's on my team. I don't have Matt Olson.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
For your Marcell Ozuna success.
Yeah, he beats the cut list.
Matt Olson,
not a good joke.
He's
at all.
okay. I mean, he's solid. 9 home runs, 241 average, OPS plus 113. He's on base 326. So, like, if you look at most of their guys, some are down, but some are, to Tyler's point, still playing pretty well. And Chris Sale's been phenomenal, and Max Fried has been ridiculous.
I also just think it's partly their opponents. A lot of people are just tired of the Braves, and if you have a chance to jump on them, they're injured and not playing as well. And you look at some of the results they've had, like teams are beating them soundly. I feel like teams are getting up to. There's certain teams that you have pride in beating. The Braves are one of them. So I think it's a combination of like their opponents. And I don't have the stats in front of me, and I don't really feel like pulling them up as I'm looking at this Chick-fil-A commercial that's got me remembering that I need to order food. I just think that there are also teams that are much like we're happy that it's a down year, thrilled it's a down year, capitalizing on it and beating up on the Braves.
Did you already order your food?
No, but I'm getting some wings.
So
what
are we getting? I had for those that probably don't care.
Wait, where's your burrito?
I already ate it.
Oh.
I got in early.
You want more food?
No, I'm good. I'm trying to watch my girlish figure, Renee.
I was just going to get
That's why I drink Miller Lite.
Buffalo wings, Tyler?
No, I'm good right now. Thank you.
David Dahl with a little ground out
order some
to
Buffalo
third
wings.
there. I mean, wings are always tempting.
Do you guys want anything?
No, I'm okay.
I'll get some fries. You can have some fries.
No, I had some fries at lunch when the girls didn't finish their chicken nuggets. So
is this MBD put in the chat?
What do you say, MBD?
Traded Luis Heel for Spencer Torkelson in fantasy. Worst trade I've made in 20 years of fantasy.
Yeah,
Ooh.
I'm so
Got
sorry to
sent
hear
down
that.
earlier.
And Luis Gil might be an AL Cy Young top 3.
Gil's been unreal.
Yikes.
He's challenging Ranger for our sweet boys ERA.
Yikes. I'm sorry to hear that.
I think he's second in the league in
BDBF.
ERA, isn't he, Tyler?
He
Yeah,
currently
he was top.
is...
His
3,
whip is
so I
like
think he's not
7.8.
second.
He's at a 204 right now, so I would imagine he's leading the league in hits per 9. He's leading the league in win percentage. He's 8-1. The 204's got to be.
I think it's second.
Pretty darn close.
Yeah. That MBD is one of the worst fantasy
90
trades.
Ks in
so sorry to
75
hear
innings
that.
pitched.
90 Ks in 75
He's
innings.
literally been one of the most impressive, consistent
Yeah, that's brutal, MBD. Sorry, bud.
guys that we've
Just grab
seen.
yourself a Miller Lite and try not to think about that one ever again.
Food is ordered.
What'd you
Wings
get?
and fries.
Wings and fries can never go wrong with that.
No. Hopefully they'll be here quickly.
My wife
starving.
asked me for Father's Day, what do you want to eat? What do you want to do? And there's a bar near me, Union Jacks. Shout out Union Jacks. Used to be one in Manayunk. Now it's just in Orland. Best wings. And she was like, what do you want to do? And I was like, I kind of want to just go pig out on some wings. And she was like, really? That's what you want? And I was like, yeah, kind of. So
there's something so great about being able to just have a big bowl or thing of wings and just go in.
And when you find the wing that you love, the ones that are perfect,
yeah.
it's just,
It's great. It's really great. I can't wait for my wings.
Yeah. All right, 2 out here. Hopefully just turn this lineup over because 6 through 9 in this Phillies lineup tonight stinks. Trey Turner, we miss you. Please come back.
Dude.
Get Nick Castellanos out of the 2-hole. Even though I guess he's doing all right, but
I guess.
he's been fine.
He's been, yeah, I was going to say,
but I
actually
much
has
prefer him
been.
at 5 than 2. That's
Yeah. His numbers have definitely
Johan.
Yo, bro!
I thought-
Whoa! All right.
I actually thought he got a hold of that at first, and it was just a little blooper. All right. Single's a single, Johan. Send him. Oh, it's Schwarber. You don't want to take the bat out of his hand there.
Yover's been doing better. He's no Luis Robert, but he's doing better.
Yeah, and the not that it was a huge trade, there was a name involved, but it looks like trade season could be quasi inching open a little bit as Cavi and Biggio goes to the Los Angeles Dodgers today.
Yeah.
They had just sent him down for assignment. So in terms of that, it's not a big name player. He's been struggling. The Baby Jays, I think I saw John Morosi say this is the beginning of the end for the Baby Jays as they're blowing that up.
That was something that I said to you guys at the
feel
beginning
like
of the
it.
year was this seems like a make or break year for a team that has a guy who should be capable of hitting, 200, picking up 200 hits in a year in Bo Bichette. Vlad Guerrero could be a 35, 40 home run guy. We've seen him with the pop in the past. Biggio flamed out, and, it was to a point where I guess they kind of really needed to internally look and make a decision on what the future of this franchise is. They're all still very young, but I think that in a uber competitive AL East, you have to be very, very particular with the direction that you're taking. And I think that they've, for the most part, underperformed as an organization with a lot of really talented guys.
And what's craziest about everything when you follow the Blue Jays is at one point we thought Shohei Ohtani's plane was headed to Toronto.
And it was Robert
and
Herjavec.
It was not. And I just always go, every time I see something bad come out from Toronto, I'm like, how different would things have been had Shohei Ohtani gone to the Blue Jays? What would we be talking about right now? Because now you're getting these oh, this is it. They're blowing it up. They're underperforming. They're struggling. It felt like that was the peak of their season in the offseason. That was, of course, when you thought that they were going to land Ohtani. And ever since then, it's just been
yeah, they were going to get Bellinger. They were gonna get Ohtani,
at that point, everything was going to open up, and they've gotten none of the big names that they thought we would have seen them acquire in the offseason. And instead, it's been the opposite, where they're shipping guys off. So that's how fast it changes. For Toronto fans, at one point, they thought they were going to be getting Ohtani himself.
I have a cavity. I can feel it.
You just
in the past 24 hours. I have to go in.
Do you get a lot of cavities?
A lot. Probably too much.
you eating a lot of candy and not brushing your teeth back there?
I brush my teeth. I think I just kind of have shitty teeth, to be honest with you. But
I think that's real. I think there are some people that just don't have.
The last 24 hours has been on my mind a lot because I can feel the sensitivity.
Didn't you have to get something else done to your teeth before?
Yeah,
like
I cracked a filling that I still. They wouldn't cover it under insurance, so I had to wait more. So that's still cracked. So I'm kind of dentally a mess right now, Renee. I'm really not looking forward to going back.
Oh no, you're the one that when you walk in the dentist appointment, they're like, cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching,
yeah.
cha-ching, cha-ching.
I just hate it. I hate it so much. I hate going.
I walk in and they're like, "Oh my God, your teeth are great." I'm like, "They're not though. There's something."
That's what happens with my wife. Every time she's like, "I came back. No, they said it was perfect."
They're like,
I'm like, I floss.
I'm like, no,
I use Listerine. I brush twice a day.
Floss is such a weird thing. I
Floss
like the
is
flossers. Oh, darn it! I like the flossers versus like the floss string because the floss string just feels so 90s of like.
Yeah.
But you do need a floss. I know Greg MC in the chat has given some advice of mouthwash with hydrogen peroxide a few times a week. You do that?
I Listerine every morning with hydrogen peroxide, he said.
Hydrogen peroxide is great for you. Great if you have a sore throat. Apparently great if you have a cavity issue.
Wait, what's he saying? I should gargle with
mouthwash with hydrogen peroxide.
Really?
Hydrogen peroxide is very cleansing.
But
I don't know if it reverses
what about
cavities.
taste-wise?
No, you don't drink it. You're just
what do you mean
gargling.
Mouthwash? Oh, okay.
You're not. Don't drink. Please don't drink it.
I was gonna say.
I don't think you cannot drink hydrogen peroxide.
I spit out the Listerine.
And you spit out the hydrogen peroxide.
All
just
right.
swirl
but what
it
about
around.
you still taste it?
Yeah, but like, what are you, 5?
I mean, there's no way that tastes good. What's it just gonna?
Hydrogen peroxide does not. It actually has a. It's actually you would love it. It's got this cool bubbling, foaming thing.
I know
that like tingles in your mouth.
You've done it?
Yes.
Really?
Anytime I have a sore throat, I gargle hydrogen peroxide. It clears out a sore throat quickly, and I don't have the best immune system.
Huh.
Game changer. It's better than salt water. You know that whole like gargle warm salt water. No, gargle hydrogen peroxide.
Is Greg MC? Can this make my cavity?
Do
go
not
away?
drink it though. Please do not drink hydrogen peroxide. Let me just say that again. But yeah, according to Google, it's a mild antiseptic used on the skin, prevents infections, minor cuts, scrapes, and burns. And yes, it can be used in your mouth to remove
MBD says it
to
doesn't
remove
taste like
mucus
anything.
or relieve minor mouth irritations such as cold sores, cangers, or gingivitis. Have you ever had any of those?
Yeah.
Oh, you do have mouth problems. I've never had any of those things.
My immune system is immaculate, but teeth-wise, this is an implant. I've been hitting the mouth with a baseball bat, a lacrosse stick. I've lost teeth, fillings.
So much like teeth whiteners, you can't use too much of it because it can. Everything has a side effect if you do too much of it. So blend it with your...
Try bleach. Bucket Getter 215. I don't think I'm going to be drinking or gargling bleach.
Yeah, you don't drink it. You just swirl it around.
It still sounds weird to me.
Kidding.
I can't. Isn't it going to like fizz on you?
Yeah, don't put a lot. It bubbles.
Yeah.
It's foamy.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool, actually. I think it tastes kind of interesting.
Really?
Yeah, I like it.
Mm.
But I also do it a lot. But I mix it with water. I don't straight gargle peroxide.
Okay.
It's a game changer, guys. It's a game changer. Greg MC is saying it's greater than Listerine.
I love the Listerine.
It won't reverse it, but it should prevent it. There you go. Dr. Greg MC, your dental hygienist, is saying. Yeah, Elephant saying he doesn't feel like it has a taste. I feel like it just has a weird tingling, foamy sensation. It's kind of fun.
Do you care about this Brazil U.S. men's national game going on?
I mean, I don't care to like know the score right now.
Oh, okay. Well, it's 2-1.
Are they?
Christian Pulisic just had a free kick goal.
Oh, let's hope they don't blow this one like they did the Colombia scrimmage.
Are these just friendlies?
It was 5-1. Yeah, it's the pre-Copa America. Copa America friendlies.
Oh, it wasn't a PK. It was a free kick outside the box. Nice shot by Pulisic. Pulisic. It's Pulisic.
It's Christian Pulisic. Now you have me questioning things. It's
Pulisic.
It's no. It's
Pulisic.
No, it's Pulisic. No, not you having me questioning everything.
Pulisic.
Christian Pulisic.
No.
No, it
Pulisic.
is. No.
Pulisic.
It's Pulis. It's
no. You're all off now.
No, you're throwing me off. Oh, I just accidentally Googled his prom. I didn't mean to do that. Pulisic is how you say it. Pulisic.
Tyler, you got the USA men's jersey on. What's your pronunciation?
Not to just send me spiraling like a. I feel like I just twitched out of control. It's Pulisic.
Yeah, see, now y'all are messing with each other. I'm not even sure.
Pulisic.
It's Croatian.
Pulisic.
No, it's not
I thought it was
Pulisic.
Pulisic?
Pulisic. Like situation. I'm on Google. That's what they're saying.
Yeah.
I know this. I know things.
Mm-hmm.
I know how to say more.
All right, there. Christopher Sanchez gets through 2 innings.
But they're saying Pulisic. That's wrong. See, everybody's saying it different.
Yeah, that's what
it's
I'm saying.
Croatian. It's Pulisic. Christian Pulisic. No.
Well, anyway, he just scored on a nice one.
CP. Don't you have some trivia for us now that we're into the...
Tyler's the trivia man. I have some Fenway Park fun facts.
I'm jokes, you're trivia, and you're fun facts. What a fun trio we are.
All right, you guys want to go through some Fenway fun facts?
Yeah.
Don't all jump at once.
Yeah.
No?
I'm getting hangry.
Oh.
So I'm going to drink a Miller Lite, but I need some wings first.
How long did it give you?
7:55. Oh, no. Now they're saying a little bit later. It's anywhere in the next...
I was going to say, that was pretty quick.
Anywhere in the next 20 minutes. Oh, 30 minutes. Dang it. All right. Distract
me. She's getting hangry, folks. Don't you have any candy around? You can
I need something. I'm getting, like, itchy.
Why did you wait so long?
I don't know. They got away from me.
This is a you problem.
It's such a me problem. And I don't... Oh, man. Pass me a Miller Lite, please. Can you reach it? I can't move. I can't exert energy. Don't shake it or anything. Thank you.
I'll
distract my stomach, maybe. In it. Okay. I'm going to find another joke, actually, because I forgot to do that research.
I have to find our notes from yesterday in Notion. And
I got one for you.
It looks more...
That's not really a joke, though. Oh, I do have a joke for you.
Oh,
this is a courtesy. This is not mine. I can't take credit for this. Yeah, no, this one I can't take credit for. What's your name?
Jamie.
What is this?
Nose.
What is this? What's in my hand?
Nothing.
Jamie does nothing.
Are these your 5-year-old jokes?
Yes. My nephew did that to me.
Oh, he got it.
I was like, oh, that's actually a good joke.
Okay.
You got the...
I'll have to use that with Skylar.
Exactly. It's a great kid joke. You're welcome, guys. You're welcome.
You're strong with
Cheers.
the 5-year-old jokes today. I'll give you that.
That's my wheelhouse. I'm a 5-year-old at heart.
Where did I put these Fenway?
If at first you don't succeed, skydiving's not for you.
Was that in the chat?
I'm on a website that's got all these jokes. Yeah, drop some jokes in the chat, actually. Let's hear your jokes.
All right, here's a Fenway fun fact for you.
Okay.
As Bryce Harper's up here versus Nick Pivetta. Fouls one off. The Green Monster was built because owner Tom Yawkey at the time didn't want the cheapskates on Lansdale Avenue getting the product for free when he took over the team, which I believe was in the late 40s. I'll have to double check that. But he would walk down Lansdowne Street, and you used to be able to see right into the stadium. So all the bars, restaurants, and everything on Lansdowne Street had free views. And Mr. Yawkey said, no way.
Wait.
So he built the Green Monster to prohibit their views.
I'm sorry, my ADHD was kicking in. But go ahead.
Did you know why that's why the Green Monster existed?
Mm-mm.
Now you do. Now you'll never forget.
So, wait. I'm a little confused because I wasn't fully paying attention. I was distracted by the fact that stat on the TV had the top RBI leaders, and I have 2 guys on my team on that list, and my team still sucks right now. But go ahead,
that's
continue.
what everybody cares about. Definitely.
I know. It was really making me twitch. Okay, so the Green Monster was created.
So their little like party zone outside Fenway is Yawkey Way and Lansdowne Street. Mm-hmm. And when Tom Yawkey bought the team, I think in the 40s, because I think the Green Monster went up in 1952 or 54.
Okay.
I'll have to double check that. I didn't write it down in my notes. He blocked the view of people outside the stadium that weren't paying for the product. And that is how the Green Monster was born. And then they went out and named the Yawkey Way right outside the stadium after him.
Interesting.
Yeah. So basically the Green Monster was, F you poor people. You got to pay to see this product.
Right. Sounds about right.
Yeah. Which, in Wrigleyville, they embraced the rooftop aspect of it.
I feel like you should give people...
Did he get in?
Give people that access. If they have the ability to live somewhere, especially if they're living somewhere and they can see, like, don't block their view.
Oh, wait. They might review? because he bobbled it at second base. Oh, they're checking it out.
Another review.
Topper wants to go 2 for 2 on reviews tonight.
I don't think
he bobbles it though. He bobbles it. Yep. Ooh, I think he's safe.
I don't know if he ever had it. Okay, wait. Let's look at this angle again.
Dropped?
No, he never fully caught it cleanly.
Ooh, I think that's safe. That's gonna be close.
Oh, that's not a good angle because Bryce is blackened.
Yeah.
Go back. I think we have to go back to the first angle. Ugh.
Oh, they already called him out.
Okay, well that works too.
Call on the field stands. That was pretty close.
Dang it.
He didn't have his finger on the ball as Bryce was touching second, but
yeah.
I thought they might go for like possession where he actually had to like.
Because it never felt like he cleanly caught it.
Yeah.
Bryce still rocking his showman headband. How long do you think he's gonna go with that? Is this gonna be like a in the rotation?
I'm sure he changes it up frequently. All right, Renee. Fenway Park holds 450 people more at night than during the day.
Why? Because the bats sleep during the day?
No, it's not a joke. That's just a fact. 450 less people can go during the day.
Why?
It didn't say why in the article. I would imagine a section is closed that isn't normally.
It holds more at night.
Yes, it holds approximately 450 more people at night than during the day.
Let's find out.
Oh, you're going to deep dive this?
I'm curious.
I just wrote it down as a fact and moved on. But
what is it? During day games, the seats in center field are covered with a black tarp to provide a batter's eye. Yeah. So then at night they can remove the tarp.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
At night. You don't get it.
Is that a SpongeBob?
Yeah.
You, Tyler, with a smirk smile.
I know it.
Of course you two.
You don't.
I do not.
We are children.
Yeah.
That's why all my jokes are 5-year-old jokes.
All right. The first game at Fenway Park, Renee, Tyler, was played in 1912.
I remember that.
The Red Sox beat the Highlanders. And as Tyler and I were reading this article, we said, who the hell are the Highlanders?
Wow.
Well, in 1913, they became the New York Yankees. And in 1914,
so
2 years after opening, they were the New York Highlanders, yeah. In 1914, the Philadelphia Athletics were swept in the World Series at young Fenway Park.
Wow. Huh.
I didn't know that about the Highlanders. I must have blacked out.
I wonder if
Ken Burns baseball.
One of my sisters went to NJIT in Newark, and they were the Highlanders. And now I'm wondering if there's any correlation to the New York Highlanders as to why they're the NJIT Highlanders. It's in the same area. You know, sometimes people like to name schools like Penn's the Quakers, and the Phillies used to be the Quakers. Like I feel like you do sometimes. Yeah. Okay.
So yeah,
conspiracy. Or not a conspiracy,
so
but
the Phillies
a theory.
Lost 2 years after Fenway Park opened. They got swept. Connie Mack got the boot.
Huh. Interesting.
All right. Tyler, can you pull up this image from yesterday so we can share it with people? The Ted Williams home run image. It's in Slack from yesterday. Because this one's cool. This is kind of like Boston Red Sox folklore. And Tyler, whenever you get it, just let me know.
It's there.
Okay.
Yeah, we have it.
So there is a red seat in the deepest part of right center field in Wrigley Park. Ooh. Whit might have just gotten a little RBI there.
Hold on. Back it up. What did you say? Wrigley?
Yeah, you did.
Fenway.
Okay. I was on that.
I mean, yes.
I knew what you meant.
You knew which
I was picking
historic
up on what you were
stadium I
putting
meant.
down.
At Fenway, the folklore is the ball hit a seat in the deepest part in right center field at 502 feet, and it is the Ted Williams home run ball. Tyler's showing you the image of the trajectory of the home run. Now, modern day players do not believe it's possible. David Ortiz said, he didn't call Ted Williams a liar, but he basically said, I don't know how somebody did that. A couple of the current Red Sox, like Tristan Cassis and somebody else, were talking about it and just man, I've seen some big, strong guys come through that haven't even come close to it. So the 502-foot home run at Fenway, there's a red seat out there. It's kind of cool. I always loved that the vet used to have the Willie Stargell home run seat up in top right field. And, as a kid, you used to go up there and look down at home plate, and it was the furthest away thing ever. And you're like, how is this possible? Fenway Park has their own. 500
back in 1946, and actually June 9th. So it's actually I mean, as it's the 12th today. How many years is that? 1946 is 20. So 80 years ago.
Yeah,
That's my quick math.
Yeah.
82.
I'll trust you on that one. Not a math guy.
78. I was so close.
Yeah.
78 years ago, and that had a. Okay, that is. I mean,
that's a moonshot.
That is a moonshot, and then 504 feet.
502, I believe.
And 2 feet in 1946, they were hitting balls like that.
So the modern player doubts Ted Williams did it.
No.
But also, folklore and the red seat tells you he did.
What's the proof? It was written on.
I think just word of mouth and probably a journalist at the time that said he hit up. It's not like they had advanced analytics that were like, tracking his exit velocity and launch angle and could have figured it out.
I mean, I'm not an expert on, back then how they were tracking things 78 years ago, but its technology is a little bit different.
Oh, hi, Barbara Carroll. The World Series, let's see what the start date is. She wants to know when the World Series start date is.
When was it last year?
Mid-October, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. On my calendar, when the World Series started, it just like read depression.
Yes.
I don't know.
I remember
I did hear
while
you're looking that up as we're talking about the World Series. The Phillies chants are breaking out at Fenway. There's not many. It seems like the Phillies fans have, as per usual, as Phillies fans always do, taken over.
Yeah. Off the green monster.
I can't believe that's because of them blocking people. That's so rude.
And another run scored. Phillies go up 4-0. They're pouncing Nick Pivetta's ass.
Well, so much for my theory of the Red Sox getting a couple early runs. That ain't happening.
All right. I mean, you're setting yourself up here real nice to win this series and potentially have a great road trip versus
this would be lucky
two
number
competitive
13.
teams. Yeah, Barbara Carroll, though, I agree with you. The dates aren't set because it's too far out. But
that's David Dahl.
David Dahl. I mean, kind of unbelievable week he's having. Gets called up from the minors, goes to London, hits a big home run. He's kind of smashing the ball. Now he's in Fenway Park, hitting him off the monster, knocking in ribbies. This guy's having a dream week.
See, this is what happens because remember earlier in the pregame show, Jamie, you were saying you kind of were a Pivetta guy for a while. You were hoping he had a chance. Hoping he'd become that guy.
I thought he had a chance.
And this is what happens when I put my jinx on everything.
Yeah, you stunk this one up.
So because here's the thing. We've worked together for a long time. I despise Nick Pivetta. I think Nick Pivetta had one of the flattest fastballs I've ever seen when he was here. Now, he's gotten much better with it. The whiff rate's gone up, the chase rate, all that kind of stuff. Let me just give you a couple of numbers for Pivetta, the years that he was here.
Oh, it got real bad.
Do you know what his run values were from 2017 to 2019 with his fastball?
I'm going to go get my wings while you guys are having this chat.
Oh, yo, we'll deep dive Nick Pivetta's
You guys have
Phillies
fun deep diving Nick. I'm going to go have fun grabbing my wings.
-12.
While she's out, Tyler, throw yourself on the screen. So
-12.
people don't think I'm just sitting here hearing a voice.
-12, -4,
-4,
and -11. Those were the 3 run values on his fastball from 2017 to 2019. I had absolutely zero interest in Nick Pivetta being a long-term Philly. And on top of that, I think Nick Pivetta was a really bad teammate here. Nick Pivetta liked to throw his teammates under the bus quite frequently.
Yeah, he was kind of a punk.
A little bit. And, young guy. He may have matured a little bit in Boston. But he's been pretty good this year. We talked about it in the pregame show. The chase rates are good. The whiff rates are good. The fastball run values are much better. He's striking out more than 1 batter per inning. The whip was under 1 coming into this one. It felt to me like a prime opportunity for a Phillies team who does swing and miss a decent bit to maybe get a Pivetta where you get like 15, 16, 17 whiffs in a start and kind of, balance it, be a low-scoring, close game. They've jumped all over him. It's been impressive.
Yeah, I mean, David Dahl's roping him off the green monster here. Here's Marchand up with a man on second and third, 1 out. So it would be great if he could knock in 2 here with a little single. Yeah, Marchand is he still switch hitting?
I'll be honest with you, I don't know.
I'm pretty sure he is, which is really kind of wacky for a catcher to be a switch hitter.
It's funny, honestly, there's not many switch hitters left in baseball, period. It's kind of a little bit of a dying art. I think that, most of the guys that are switch hitters at this point are, you would consider them veterans. Because it's really not taught all that frequently anymore.
No. Did you ever try to do it?
No. God, no. I can't do. So I cannot do anything right-handed when it comes to baseball. So I'm lefty-lefty. I hit lefty. I threw lefty. I don't think if you want to see what a person would look like picking up a bat for the first time ever and trying to and never being taught how to swing, that would be me right-handed.
I gave it a whirl. I would
look silly.
I gave it a whirl because I hate to admit this, Tyler. Growing up, one of my favorite players was David Justice.
Okay.
But he was a Brave, and that was weird. And I'm sorry.
I mean, Vlad's my all-time favorite player. At one point, he played for Montreal.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's not exactly the same, but
there was something about his swing I just loved.
Sure.
And then I was obsessed with Ken Griffey Jr.'s swing. And, I was a pretty good, whatever they called it, not intramural, just like Little League player. Like all-star caliber type player. And I started practicing hitting lefty at home. And I got kind of okay with it. And I would try, because they both had the high lefty kind of swing.
Mm-hmm.
So I tried practicing it a lot, and I tried it out a couple times. I think I got a hit or two, but mostly I realized this is stupid. I'm costing myself.
Yeah, I mean, I will say this. I think that
it's really hard.
There's an innate advantage to being left-handed in the game of baseball, both at the plate and on the mound.
In any sport, I think.
You're probably right. Well, I don't know, because if you're left-handed as a quarterback left-handed as a quarterback's difficult because you're flipping the entire field,
that
right?
Might be the one.
Your left tackle is now your right tackle. Your bookend. It's a little bit different.
Who's the best left-handed quarterback ever? Boomer?
Trying to think off the top of my head. I mean, Vic was lefty. I think is Tua the only one in the league right now? I'm not sure if there's another starting left-handed quarterback. But my point is,
I think you're right. Steve Young.
Oh, Steve Young's the answer. Yeah.
Steve Young. And Mark Brunell. Oh,
no, it's
Ken Stabler.
Yeah, it's Steve Young, I think. But my point is, as a lefty, a natural left-handed, being left-handed through and through for myself, there was no real reason for me to go hit right-handed because, I mean, for the most part, now it's not the same now.
Get through. They played him up the middle.
It's not the same now. Kids are so good, and a lot of kids specialize in one sport. They're good against both sides. For the most part, more times than not, the pitchers that you were facing at that level were more times than not right-handed. So there'd be no advantage to me switching sides and not going to my natural side of being a left-handed hitter.
Yeah, I gave it a whirl because, as you said, most pitchers were righty, and I was like, oh, maybe I can get an advantage here. And then most of the time I just felt uncomfortable and out of place. But David Justice and Ken Griffey Jr. made me want to bat left-handed. But I do think outside quarterback, probably most sports, it's an advantage to be a lefty.
I think having a left-handed defenseman in hockey who can shoot is so critical.
Oh, yeah. Lacrosse, I mean, basketball, it's an advantage because everybody's used to going. It's just because most defenders are going to be used to going the opposite way. Lacrosse, it's a huge advantage to have a left-handed attackman. How are we looking? What are we looking like? I want to see them wings.
That looks like a boardwalk fries.
I do like the potential is strong there with the boardwalk fry holder. Yeah.
Right.
Let's see them wings. How they looking? Ooh, they look pretty.
Wild wings.
They look pretty solid. They look nice.
Yeah.
They look like some crispy boys.
Right in the knot. Clear your right
Now, are
out.
you a blue cheese person?
I am. I only like ranch dressing on vegetables.
Same.
Yeah. We talked about this.
Yeah. I don't really care for ranch much.
No. I don't like the fact that people are drinking ranch like it's milk. Ew.
Oh.
Have you ever seen people do that?
No.
People literally drink ranch. I know. It's disgusting. It's really gross. Ranch is not all that good. No. And then the ranch concoctions are the worst. Buffalo ranch, there's
the guy that
stores
invented
sell
ranch
them.
I might have said this before. He was in Santa Barbara, and that's where Hidden Valley Ranch is.
Oh, that's where Hidden Valley comes from.
Yeah, he's the OG ranch guy. Santa Barbara is.
You guys like a wing or a fry? I can't believe you don't want to eat food.
Tyler made himself a dinner. He was a responsible adult.
Left it right on the counter.
And left it.
Yep.
That's a classic Jamie move.
We've all been there.
Yeah. I do it way more frequently.
What did I miss?
Rojas and Marchand could not take advantage of a man on second and third.
We're talking about the lack of
Yeah.
switch hitters in baseball nowadays. There's not many left.
Oh, that's right.
So not only is a switch hitter rare, but a switch hitting catcher, I feel like
super
rare. Weird.
I like them.
I mean, I do. You know, some of the stuff I read on the kid, it's just like the only thing that's kind of prevented him from being better or being up on a regular basis is injuries. They seem to really like his potential internally. You know, those Venezuelan Winter League numbers were pretty solid, and those leagues were pretty good. So, you know, he doesn't have to do much. He just has to not suck and call good games. And we'll see if Cristopher Sanchez is one of the guys he's kind of handcuffed to.
That's good company.
Maybe he's
whoever's connected to Taiwan.
Maybe he's a Sanchez Ranger guy.
Ooh.
We'll see.
Why? Because he's Venezuelan?
Well, one, I mean, no bullshit. I was thinking about the language.
No, I'm serious.
Yeah, it would make sense if, you know, if the pitchers prefer speaking their native tongue, like they might want the catcher that can.
I don't. Is he actually Venezuelan? I don't actually know that. Now that I think
Rafael Marchand.
Yeah, he's something. I don't know what it is.
Let's see where he's from. I
don't actually think he's Venezuelan.
Yes, he is. He was born in Venezuela, in San Cristobal.
Ooh.
So maybe he's a Sanchez, but the way they have it arranged right now, Stubbs, obviously it starts with Wheeler. Like whoever Wheeler wants, there's a trickle down from there. They started him with Stubbs last night. He knows Wheeler and Nola very well. He's been with them for a while.
The other thing is if they want the catcher to go back-to-back days.
Yeah, they might want to alternate days. And it kind of works out perfectly if you go Sanchez 2, Ranger 4, which is wild that you have. And then they're just staggering the arms, but it's wild that Ranger Suarez is kind of in your 4-hole right now.
That is. Teams would dream of this. As I just watched, the Braves just gave up they just hit into a double play to end the inning.
Love it. So how are we doing? What's the rating?
Oh, so good.
A repeat wing, please?
Wild Wings.
All right. Wow,
Super original name.
Wow Wings.
Wicked. Wow Wings.
Apparently Bad Boys, speaking of Will Smith, is getting good reviews.
Huh?
The Bad Boys, what was it, 3 or 4? Which one's currently out?
I did see that. Bad Boys 4 just came out.
Oh, it's 4. Then I didn't see 3. That's bad.
3 was just on TV the other day.
I loved 1 and 2. 1 was I loved. Great movie. But apparently 4 is getting good reviews.
I didn't even know about a Bad Boy 3 until I was...
You want to know a Bad Boy 4 fun fact?
Ooh, this is hot. I need some milk.
Oh, God.
Oh,
I had breakfast. Tyler, were you there?
Oh, father.
No, it was me and Bo.
I don't get invited to things. Thanks for the offer.
Yeah, that was one of my Eagles duties day.
Got chicken on the microphone.
Merrill Reese was at our breakfast table. It was me.
Oh, really?
Bo,
That's cool.
It was me, Bo, Javon Curse, Merrill Reese, and like 1 or 2 other guys. And Bo and Merrill were old buddies. Merrill's son is a Hollywood producer, and he's behind the scenes special effects type of guy, and he worked on Bad Boys 4. Oh, a little fun fact for you.
Wow.
Yeah, how about that?
That is impressive.
Yeah. Javon Curse, by the way, still looks like he could play. A little fly out there to Whitley. Christopher Sanchez is rolling. Get out of this. 3 shutout innings to start. Not too. I think he's averaging what per start? Like 5 2/3 innings.
Yeah, because he had a couple of games where he only was able to pitch.
Yeah, I think he's averaging 5 2/3.
But otherwise, he actually has gone more into 6.
So he has thrown 66 1/3 over 12 starts. So yeah, that's about right.
Yeah.
Sorry, those watching me house these.
Kruk's getting weirder by the day, huh?
Oh yeah, he's fully embraced the weird.
Yeah,
no
which
doubt.
I love because like if you can't be like a little. If you're gonna be weird, lean into it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, yeah, he's fully embraced the.
What has he said now?
Like the funny.
Kind of drunk uncle vibes.
Yeah, a little bit.
I'm not calling him a drunk uncle, but you know.
Is he sniffing him?
He's sniffing Tom McCarthy. Somebody just shared this in our Discord. They're coming out of commercial break.
He must not have known they were. The camera was.
No, he knew. He knew what he was doing.
This is true.
And he's leaning over and he's sniffing Tom McCarthy's shoulder. I'm always jealous of the gear they get.
They do get some really nice gear. They always have nice pullovers.
So Tom McCarthy came into my old job in the studios one day, and he's like the nicest guy in the world if you've ever met
You don't
Tom.
want to fry, by the way? I feel so rude.
No, I feel kind of full from my burrito, but thank you.
Oh.
And I said to Tom, I go, what does your closet look like? Like, how many Philly shirts do you have? And he was like, oh, it's pretty ridiculous. He's like, I've ended up giving away a lot to like my sons and you know, family members. He's like, there was too many at one point. And I was like, it's insane. I don't think you guys ever wear a shirt more than once.
No.
And I'm jealous.
And they've got some really cool themed shirts too.
Yeah.
Like
tonight they're wearing some kind of like gray camo quarter zip. Pretty nice. Pretty nice item.
But I wonder, is someone picking that out because they're always matching? Or
Yes,
always
that
matching?
is they're assigned an outfit to rock. That's part of the producer's gig is, you know, when they're trying to hawk something in the center field store or the what is it, the New Era team store?
Yeah.
Yeah, they wear
Tyler,
that
you
thing.
sure you don't want any of these bomb wings?
Yeah, I'm good. Appreciate it. Thank you.
They do smell pretty good. I have to step out momentarily, or should I just FaceTime the girls on YouTube?
Just do it on there so I can not have to drive the show.
Oh, you want me to wait
It's
till you're done?
selfish for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, or you can wait till I'm done eating.
I'll wait till you're done eating.
I'll be
I
done.
don't think
I'm almost done.
Take your time. No rush.
I'm sweating.
Their girls are in summer mode. They've pushed bedtime on us till like 8:45, 9. So.
I love it. This is that fun time of year. You get to stay up later.
Yeah, and it's kind of nice as a parent where you just go, yeah, whatever, it's the summer. And thank God my wife's done school this Friday. Cannot wait. I feel like this has been the longest final month of the school year ever.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. Just felt like it's taking forever.
Woo! Oh,
You sweating?
yeah. Do wings make you sweat? Or is it just me?
Some if it's hot enough.
Yeah, it's getting
But I
warm.
am a hot sauce connoisseur, so
I'm not.
I've built up quite a tolerance.
See,
Hey,
I am like a baby by no surprise when it comes to hot stuff.
I put too much pepper on the grilled chicken the other night, and my 5-year-old Skylar goes, "This is too spicy." And I was like, "You don't even know what spice is." No, I didn't. I just went, "Oh, damn, I can't put pepper on their grilled chicken anymore."
Yeah.
Because
Not that
apparently a
much.
5-year-old can detect pepper.
Well, pepper's very potent.
It wasn't like salt and pepper.
Black
I didn't-
pepper?
Yeah. Ooh.
Ah.
Uh-oh. Man, on
Oh,
first and second, 2
no.
out.
I did predict 2 runs given up early. It is still relatively early. Bottom of the third is early.
Bottom of the third is early.
Yeah. Or you
The
consider
roof
middle.
is the ceiling.
Wait, what do you consider? What do you consider?
Do you know what the roof of the ceiling is?
No.
That was Michael Jordan speaking at a UNC game.
Oh yeah, I do remember.
He was
that,
trying to
actually.
give like a motivational speech, and he was like, "And the roof is the ceiling," and everybody was just like, "What the fuck are you
I
talking
actually do
about,
remember
Michael?"
that It's like,
What does that mean?
in English.
Caleb Cotham out on the mound, talking to Sanchez.
I got one more wing in me,
You're
and
gonna
I'm just gonna fry it.
Are you a flats or drumstick person?
I prefer the drumsticks, but there's not a lot of drumsticks in here. That's a big mistake.
Tyler, drums or flats?
Not even close. Drums. Not even close.
Not even.
The flats
Nope.
are so hard to even
Not
eat.
even close.
I
Way
think-
easier to eat.
Have you ever tried doing the flats lollipop?
Wait, what?
What do you like? What is this, the claw?
Lollipop.
So you grab the top of the
Oh
wing.
my gosh. Oh, is this where
The
you like eat the whole
claw.
thing?
Like,
And
what do we?
you like push
No.
it down, and it slides all the meat kind of
oh, I thought you
mushroom
were talking about people
caps.
that eat the like that.
No,
Like you eat it.
So I've never actually done it. Should I try it? It was
Yeah.
a TikTok sensation.
You know what the beautiful
Here, let me
thing
see if I can
is?
do this.
You are a grown man, and you don't
Sorry,
need permission
My fingers are
Yeah.
so messy.
to try a wing.
I've never done this before.
But there's a way you eat it the same way, where you just put it all in your mouth and just kind of squeeze it.
Yes.
And I'm not gonna do it because we're live and
So
I'm already doing
a
enough
local
gross
guy,
things.
Matt Groark, who's blown up in the barbecue world, went super viral on TikTok or something because he demonstrated how to do this. So apparently, if you like push down,
Ew.
yeah, you have to kind of
don't
get
like
your
that.
hand into it, but it
I don't-
separates all the meat from the bone.
Do you feel like it's easier that way? How did that process?
Well, if you don't like biting the bone, if you're like that type of person, it did work. I mean, all the meat came off.
You did eat that fast. Oh my gosh.
But you do get your hand a little messy. That's the down.
That was messy. What if you had a plate though?
But it worked. How about that? So you're not gonna steal that move?
I'm sorry.
We know a friend.
I was thinking about when I first started.
Tyler and I have a friend that brings latex gloves out with him when he knows he's eating wings.
No.
He will bring them to a restaurant and eat his wings with latex gloves. Genius or too much? Oh, you're sweating.
I'm sweating. Give me a moment. No, you're not bringing out latex gloves.
I can't listen to people eat anymore. It's driving me insane. So I don't know how bad it is.
Renee, we'll back the microphone away.
I don't know how bad it is on the show for people listening, but I have headphones on and they've just been on the entire time, and I am.
The whole time?
What else am I supposed to do?
Yeah.
Mute me or something.
Lesson learned. We'll back Renee's mic away. Did you see that move I did?
Yeah, I saw it.
Would you try it?
So grossed out by everything happening.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, give it a shot.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad, honestly.
Like I said, if I could order just drumsticks, I would. Most places won't let you, but
I want are the drumsticks. Woo.
There you go, Christopher.
C. How about C? Can we call him C?
Tony called Christopher in Sopranos C sometimes, I believe.
Oh.
All right, way to get out of it. Sanchez scoreless through 3. All right, I think there's one more Fenway fun fact here.
Let me gather myself.
Oh, this one was courtesy of Tyler. In 1928, the state of Massachusetts okayed a bill to play sports on Sunday between 2 and 6 p.m., but a professional game could not be played within 1,000 feet of a church. The first Sunday game in Fenway was eventually in 1932 when the law was lifted. So for actually 20 years, a Sunday day game could not happen at Fenway Park because of Massachusetts state law. How about that? You want to talk about stupid things in the olden times? That is pretty dumb.
Well, Sunday really was such a religious day.
Day of the Lord.
And I get it. I mean, I go to church, but like
a lot of people go to church.
Yeah.
Why can't a baseball game happen at the same time?
Because they used to look at that as a day you can't work, you can't do anything. You have to literally just go to church, eat lunch, breakfast, lunch, dinner. Everything's around the church.
Yeah,
Sunday
I mean, it was legitimately day of rest.
Yeah,
like,
Sunday was like a weekly holiday.
Open.
You mean they weren't having Sunday fun days?
No.
That's stupid.
I wonder who changed that.
No, I actually think for a long time
that was like
you
might get hung.
I think it was
Sunday fun day.
I think it was illegal to drink on a Sunday.
Not me trying to plug my computer.
I mean, it was illegal to drink in its entirety for a little while.
Well, that too, right?
Stupid.
Good
country.
joke, JB.
But it is, in all seriousness, I'm curious who like changed that culture and was saying, no, I'm not going to go to church. I'm going to drink beer.
The NFL.
Or I'm going to have fun.
Yeah.
The NFL is the answer to that
seriously.
question.
There it is. But it is, that's interesting.
Yeah. So for 20 years, there was no day Sunday
There's things
games.
that we take for granted, like being able to watch sports on a Sunday. There's a time people basically had to fight to watch sports on a Sunday.
That's so weird.
Sorry, Tyler, I'm eating fries now.
Oh, you're good.
Hope it's not as bad.
Do you
as
guys want your first set of trivia questions?
Sure. And then I'm going to go call the girls.
All right. So we're going to go to
I already missed a call. Go ahead.
active wins leaders is
Do
tough
it.
because it's wins apparently are nobody's ever going to get to like 200 again, let alone 300. But there are currently 31 active relievers with 50 or more saves.
How many?
31. The person in 31st place has
Oh, you have the
54.
list?
The person in first place has 432.
Okay, Craig Kimbrell.
Kimbrell is number 1 at 432.
I mean, Kenley Jansen's up there.
He's number 2 at 429.
Wait, in their career?
Yeah, 50 or more saves.
So how many years do you need to play about for 50 or more? Jose Alvarado.
Jose Alvarado does not have 50 saves.
Okay.
Jose Alvarado currently has
Darn it.
Actually,
Nobody on the Phillies then.
I don't even know.
Nobody on the Phillies would have.
Iglesias on the Braves.
Jose Alvarado currently has 44 career
Jojo
saves.
Romero.
You said
No.
I'm gonna go with my team now.
Wait.
I said Iglesias on the Braves.
Raisel Iglesias has. Well, he does not have 50.
Really?
I'll tell you that.
What's he at?
He is at.
Dang, Kyle. You want some of these fries?
Oh, I'm sorry. I totally missed him. He has 206.
Okay, yeah.
He's fifth.
I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, I was looking at.
I know you do.
I was looking at a different Iglesias. My fault.
Trumpets.
Once they're not hot, they're not going to be
So
good.
yes,
Diaz.
Raisel Iglesias is fifth all time. He's got 2 or fifth active. Edwin Diaz is fourth.
Diaz is a good guess.
He has 210. Yes, my apologies. Yeah, Iglesias has a lot of saves in his career.
Paul Sewald.
Paul Sewald is
Ooh.
on the list. He is tied for 18th with 75.
Halsey hasn't been doing it that long, has he? Is he on there?
He
He
could be close.
is. He is 56. He's 29th.
Manuel Clase.
Clase is 8th. He's
Nick
got
Castellanos with a
131.
little double. Going for 3, Nick.
Go, Nick!
Go inside the park. Send him.
Don't send it. Go!
Oh, Dusty.
They bobbled it.
He bobbled the relay. Could have had it inside the
Oh my
Parker.
gosh. Who is this man, Nick Castellanos?
Nick Castellanos is back.
Back.
Should have sent
Ooh,
him.
there's so much-
Just for the LOLs of it. Because it was
He runs so funny.
he would have had it even without
He
the
would have had
bobble,
it
I
for
think.
sure.
Dusty.
That was a great hit, Nick.
Dusty.
BDN.
Now, I am going to say this, by the way. There are some guys who
Wow, that
are,
really rolled.
quote, active who are not on an active roster
Sure.
currently.
Okay. Look at him go.
Your last guess was Clase. That's correct. You also had. Who else did you just pick up? Oh, Halsey. Yes, 56. He's in 29.
Kyle Finnegan.
Kyle Finnegan has 68. He's 22nd.
The chat said Brad Hand and Kenley
Brad
Jensen.
Hand. Yeah, that's a good one.
Brad Hand.
Josh Hader.
Hold on.
Yeah,
let me
Josh Hader.
let me go one at a time here. Brad
My
Hand
bad.
has. I do not believe Brad
No?
Hand qualifies. Because remember, even when Brad Hand was with Cleveland, I believe Cody Allen was their closer.
Not MBDBDBS saying it's amazing what beautiful women can get away with, telling horrible jokes, chopping wings, and a live mic. Thanks for calling me pretty, at least. I didn't realize it was. I thought I was away.
Josh Hader.
Josh Hader is 7th
We'll
with
go with the jerk
174.
off as I step out to call to my girls. Continue by all means, but
So
Oh.
within
I
the
have to go say goodnight, YouTube.
within
to
the
girls.
top 10, you are missing 3, 6, 9, and 10. And then there's a
There's
whole
definitely like
there's
an
a whole
active-
there's a whole bunch, but like 3.
Sure.
I'm surprised you've not gotten 3 yet.
Johan Duran.
I was gonna say him, but I didn't know if
he's gotta be
been.
close.
I'm not sure he's got 50.
That's- I don't
He's
think
got
he's been-
45 as of right now.
Justin Slayton. I don't know how to say it. Slayton.
Who?
Justin Slayton.
I'll be right back.
I'll be honest with you. I don't even know who that is. I know a lot of people. I know a lot of players. I don't even know who that is.
I almost spit up my Miller Lite.
Oh, he's pitched well this year. He's got a 2.80 ERA. Good.
Okay.
Is he pitching now? Is that why you said it?
No,
Or is he
he's on
coming? Is he coming into the game?
He's a Red Sox guy, so I was looking at.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I but no, he's definitely not. Hold on. I got you want to yell at me like Jamie normally does? Hold on.
Yeah, put yourself on the screen,
There we go.
Tyler.
See, even MBD said the same thing. Who the hell is Justin Slayton? That's
Not
what-
me having my first
I don't even know
real
who
guess
that
of this.
is.
My first real guess, and it just being a guy that nobody knows of.
So to just go with a couple of people in the chat, Kimbrel was guessed, Diaz was guessed, Jensen was guessed. They are all correct. They're all, very much towards the top. You are still missing 3, 6, 9, and 10 within the top 10.
See.
3, I'm stunned that you guys have not gotten yet.
Is he a Phillies guy?
No, but he's been
Okay.
around forever.
We said Kyle Finnegan.
Finnegan was guessed. Yes, he is in the top 10, or excuse me, in the the top 30 with 50 or more. Finnegan is.
I am cheating. Hendricks?
I mean, that just makes it.
These are only active guys, but are they all actively on a team?
That just makes it no fun. Like,
well, I'm not cheating in the same. I'm not looking at that list. I'm just looking at a list of relievers.
Yes, it is active, Zach. Yes, Liam Hendricks is 9th. He's got 116.
What about David? No. Hunter Harvey.
No.
Oh man. Is it a Mets guy?
I'm not giving you answers away.
Ayúdame, chat. Ayúdame. MBDBDBF saying Presley isn't in there.
Presley is on the list. He's 12th. He's got 110.
So we still need 3.
You need 3
and 6.
6 and 10.
That was fast. Oh, they didn't answer. Did they answer? Oh, he's not done yet. Gosh, this is tough. Oh,
Aroldis Chapman is 3rd.
Thank you,
yes.
Elephant in the Room. Yes. Oh, that's a good one. That's a really good guess.
Yes, Aroldis Chapman with 322.
He's 3rd.
He's 3rd active, yep. Woo. So you're still missing 6 and 10 within the top 10.
I'm burping up. Oh, here's, as Paul Boy puts out a great stat on Nick Castellanos. I'll wait to read that stat.
Philly sports fan 23, Paul Sewald was guessed. He is not in the top 10, but he is 18th. He's got 75.
Huh.
We did do, yes, Zach.
Phillips.
Edwin Diaz was on there.
Evan Phillips is young, though.
Evan Phillips, I believe also Evan Phillips really just started to become a closer.
Actually, ignore that guess because he's pretty young in his majors career.
He's got 36 currently.
Yeah, okay. But he's on track. He's actually.
Yeah, I mean, there's a fair chance he might get to 50 by the end of the season.
Right. Yeah, he's definitely on track.
I heard somebody say Chapman.
Yes, Chapman was 3rd.
That's a great guess.
That was one of the ones I was thinking of.
Philly sports fan 23 just got one as well. Alexis Diaz is also on the list. He's got 60 with 27.
We already did, yeah.
How about old Big Head Bednar?
Oh, MBD was
He is tied with Paul Sewald with 75 at 18th. Yep.
Good job. So we're still missing number 6.
You are missing 6 and 10.
6 and
within the
10.
top 10. There's a bunch, obviously, but those two.
Mason Miller doesn't have 50 already, does he?
No. Feels like it, but no.
How about Doval?
Camilo Doval is on the top, is in the list. He's 16th. He's got 80.
He's got 80. Okay,
He's 80.
That's more than I would have guessed, actually.
What about...
Oh! An old Philly on there?
There is an old Philly in the top 10. There's actually 2 old Phillies in the top 10.
Hector!
He is not one of the 2. He's 14th with 98.
Have you incorrectly saying Hector?
He's in the top 30, but he's 14th.
Dang.
2 ex-Phillies, huh?
2 ex-Phillies in the top 10, yep. And they're the 2 that you're missing.
The guys the Braves signed. Astros, Phillies,
You're right
who
there.
I mean.
Words,
Amy knows nothing.
Words are hard.
I don't know. I can't even like pick up. I don't know. You're all over. I don't know what this is.
Oh, come on.
Tyler O'Neill just got cut from my team. Don't do anything, Tyler.
Tyler O'Neill has 0 saves.
No, he's up to bat.
The trade.
You're so funny, Tyler.
Michael Bourne.
Yeah.
Don't do anything.
What the hell was his name? I'm blanking.
Oh, that's bad.
So Zach, I do not know if Mark Melancon is considered active currently. I don't know the answer to that.
Ooh, David
Giles, elephant in the room.
Ken Giles.
Ken
I already
Giles is
said
10th.
David Robertson.
Ken Giles what?
Ken Giles is 10th. Correct.
All right, there we go. Wow, I was brain farting.
Hold on, you did not say. You said David Robertson, then went no immediately.
David Robertson
6th
definitely.
is David Robertson with 176.
Seriously? I literally said him.
Yes. You immediately checked yourself.
Look at that. We got Ken
I
Giles,
doubted
David
myself,
Robertson,
and I shouldn't have.
Hector Neris.
Yeah, I don't believe Mark Melancon is
Jordan Romano.
currently active. Jordan Romano is 13th with 105, and you are missing. We'll extend this to the guys that have 100. You're missing 1 with 100 or more saves.
Missing 1 with 100 or more?
Yeah. Jamie, you've made multiple jokes about this guy and his affiliation to winning World Series.
Oh, he just won 3 with 3 different teams.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Wait.
What the fuck? What's his name?
He literally not.
Sanchez lets up a double, maybe a triple.
Wait,
is that Devers? He's moving. Big boy grilling on the roof.
He's a little big guy. Ooh, excuse me.
What the hell's his name? Not Ryan Presley. What?
Presley was guessed. He's on there, but it's not him.
He won with the Rangers. Oh my gosh, he's a dark-haired guy. I can like picture him, but I can't think of his name.
No idea what his hair looks like.
Oh, okay. Apparently, I'm the only one that pays attention to that.
Kirby Yates is on the list, but he's not in the top 10.
Will Smith.
It is Will Smith.
Yes.
Get jiggy with it.
Yes. Yes. Dang it. I think Will Smith has dark hair.
If Sanchez gets out of this without allowing a run.
It's like darkish.
How many are we missing now, Tyler?
So that was the top. That was the you got everyone that has at least 100 saves.
Okay. All right, cool. Look at us. Big brain on us.
So here's Baseball Paul tweeted this out just now. In Nick Castellanos' first 56 games, he had 10 extra base hits. And in his last 11 games, he's already at 9 extra base hits and counting. 10 in the first 56 games. 9 in the last 11. That math is math.
Nick Castellanos back. Heard it here, folks.
Big back.
As I crack another Miller Lite, thanks to our friends.
I think our bucket's getting a little low there.
It is. Oh, hello, Tyler. That's
Are
Tyler.
you going to sit in here with us?
No. Of course not.
I do my job. You could do your job in here. Debatable. Nick Castellanos is back. Uh-oh. C. We're going to try that out. CS. What's his middle name? I think I'm going to come up with a nickname for him. We got to figure something out. He can't always just be Cristopher Sanchez.
Or maybe not a call to the pen. Maybe somebody's just using was that a pot? I think that is a potty out there in the pen.
Oh, yeah. His middle name is, they have to have something out there for them.
Yeah, no, when I was working there for the week, I'm pretty sure I looked in there.
Christopher Alexis Sanchez.
I thought he was going to the phone, but he was going to take a deuce.
Or Uno.
Maybe, but it's funnier to say deuce.
Yeah, that's true. Christopher Alexis Sanchez. What are we feeling here?
I think he's going to allow one, but I think he's going to get out of it.
Oh, I meant for the nickname. But yeah, that too. That works also. Yeah, I think I have a feeling he's going to give up. Oh, it'd be nice to have a scoreless showing for Christopher.
Yeah. And the team is huddled around Chrissy.
Sanchi, Chrissy, Cristo, Sto, Chez.
Chez
is actually not a bad one.
Chez.
Crass. Chas. Cass. That's a stumpy man. Number 11. The little guy.
Just a little guy.
All right, Nick, doing it all. Ooh.
There's the run. All right, but 2 outs. You get out of this with 1 run scored after a leadoff triple. That's good stuff.
Beefy boys. I mean, they're eating up in Boston. They're eating good.
Clam chowder.
They put the beef. The B is for beefy. Delivered that so wrong.
That was a nice grab by Nick.
It was. Look at this.
That's a tough right field to make like a right corner. And Tyler doesn't even want to go. Sit in that right field line. Right on the action.
He just bully.
So Schwarber has the 2 hardest hit balls on the evening so far. Oh, nope. I'm an idiot. Looking at last night's game.
Schwarber's walked twice.
He does not have.
So his exit velo right now is
top 5 hit ball. Last night he did when he hit 2 home runs though. MLB Savant, like, it should take you to the current game. When you click, like I clicked on Phillies Red Sox MLB Savant.
Yeah.
And it took me to yesterday's game.
What do we need to look at yesterday for? There's a game right now.
David Dahl with the furthest hit ball of the game so far. The one off the green monster at 355.
David Dahl's numbers.
Let's see
now.
how many home runs that's
currently.
Oh, that is a home run in 0 of 30 parks.
That's always annoying. In his
and Sanchez gets out of it, only allowing 1 run.
David Dahl now has in his 12 at bats 3 runs, 5 hits, 2 homers, 3 RBIs, and averaging a 417 with 417 OBP and 1.5 OPS. Not bad. Of course, he got an RBI the first game he played, which has been consistent with the Phillies. That's what they do.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's going
1.500 OPS. I mean, to be able to get called up and in your debut, you get a home run, get an RBI, help your team win games. That's what we've seen consistently from everybody that's been called up for the Phillies. Zach, your blood pressure should not be going up these past 2 innings. Crack open a Miller Lite. Get some wings. It's okay. Everything is fine. It's just fine.
I think I might run that. I was thinking about that wing move I tried out.
You want to try it again?
I think I might. As long as my
that might be your thing?
I don't know about like 100% of the time, but I think occasionally. Because sometimes I hate biting into the flat and like
that in between the bone bite,
like rotating
weird.
And like sometimes you got to get
your
your
teeth
teeth
lips.
in there.
Yeah.
So that was nice. Like
it pulled the meat out.
Yeah.
Whatever. Like I don't even care. Shut up. Shut up. Everything's fine. This is fine. Grow up, Jamie. We're talking about chicken. Okay. There's only so many ways to say. Okay, I'm just gonna keep saying the word chicken. It got the chicken off the bone.
Yeah.
Annoying. I'm working with children. I too am a child, though. I mean,
I might go back to that method, though, I think.
It was weird because it like smushed.
You do get your hand a little. I mean, you got to wash your hands, obviously, right before you do it. But,
it kind of smushed the wing, though. I feel like it's breaking the bones and smushing the wing.
I think it just breaks like the cartilage in there.
Cartilage? Oh.
Yeah. I mean, the fact, like eating wings when you think about it and like, you know, rotisserie chicken and all that, it's kind of.
That's why I just got to go with drumsticks.
I think
you don't have these
the
problems.
most carnivorous we get as humans, right?
Eating some chicken.
I'm not field dressing any elk or deer, but like
I do know people that do that. My neighbors growing up used to they would hunt deer and hang it on the corner of their yard and slice it.
Oh, really?
It was traumatizing. Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's a lot. Yeah, I grew up in a neighborhood of a lot of construction bros and hunters.
Yeah, I had a lot of hunters.
Yeah, Bucks County.
Back up in Ewing.
Bucks County, yeah, we weren't too far from each other.
Apparently they were all the same.
A lot of hunters up there.
I mean, it is super carnivorous of us to be eating chicken, plucking off the feathers and eating some chicken.
Yeah, like sometimes I'm like, ooh, this is very meat eatery.
It is.
Like, you don't really like.
Sometimes I feel bad and I feel a little grossed out.
I've always wondered that with the girls.
But then I don't care.
Because like they'll watch Finding Nemo and then like we'll have seafood and I'm like,
you're eating Nemo.
Yeah, like are they gonna put this together and get weirded out?
As a kid, I do remember having a very short stint where I like didn't want to eat eggs and chicken and stuff because I was like thinking about eating animals. But here's how I look at it: regardless if I eat that chicken or not, someone else is gonna eat that chicken.
Yeah, sure.
The chicken's gone.
My
it doesn't make a difference if I eat it or not.
Were you TGIF dinosaurs? Remember the TGIF show, or did you guys just miss that? Dinosaurs? No?
I don't know what that is.
Not the mama? No?
I'm trying to like...
It was a part of like the early days of TGIF.
It was a cartoon?
No, it was more like robotic figurines. There was humans in there. The dinosaurs? It was on ABC. It was
called The Dinosaurs?
I believe so.
On TGIF?
Yeah, I think it was early days of TGIF.
I didn't even watch TGIF, Jamie.
What?
No.
Who didn't watch TGIF as a child?
Me. Renee.
What?
Me.
Tyler, you watched TGIF, right?
Okay, so for context.
What?
For context, this series, I've seen this. I didn't know this was a real show. I've seen pictures of this.
My mom's convinced my sister became a vegetarian because of this show, because they used to open up the fridge and there would be a lot of animals in the fridge.
That.
And they would be like, no, not and then the dinosaurs would be like, ha ha, and then they had to eat the animal.
So it premiered in
Tyler, you missed a whole rabbit hole.
You missed a lot, Tyler.
Yeah, man, I step away to go to the bathroom for 2 minutes.
So the show actually premiered April of 1991.
Okay.
And then ran, I don't think it ran that long.
I was going to say maybe 3-4 years at most.
Yeah. 4 seasons. But I remember seeing that. Now, that image does stand out to me, though, of seeing them open the fridge and animals in there. I don't think I watched. Well, I did not watch to the point of remembering it. But I feel like I saw it on TV a couple times.
Can't believe it.
But again, like from 91 to 94, I was Paige's age. So, like.
She still could have been watching Step by Step and Family Matters.
I did watch those, but I was watching the reruns of it. Yeah. I know.
Well, Tyler, you're going to have to throw yourself on the screen again because I got to go.
Is it trivia time?
Well, I have to FaceTime the girls good night. We played phone tag and the S was hitting the fan as I called. And so now I'm getting pictures of them. So time to go say good night.
All right.
I'll be back. It won't be long.
Night.
Good night, Skylar Page. I love you.
Are you going to cry? Man, this game is rolling along.
I feel like we have been here for like 9 days.
I was going to say the same thing.
It's been a really long, and I don't even mean just the
game. And it's only 8:39, but it really feels like we've been here for hours and hours and hours, and that's not the case. We've been here for like 2 hours.
Been here for a while, even though like, you know what the thing is? Like,
Jamie, grab some more beer, please.
I sit here and complain. Oh, I don't complain. I love our job, but like our long days are like regular work hours.
No, literally. I'm going to text him to bring beer. Bring some more beer.
Ask him to make a beer run?
Yeah, make a beer run. Stop at the fridge.
I can give you more trivia if you want.
Oh, no.
That's totally...
Help me, chat.
That's totally up to you.
All right. I know MBDBDBF wanted some more trivia.
All right.
I guess you guys don't like my jokes, so I guess it's trivia. In my defense, the website that I was Googling these jokes is not great.
No, I would tend to agree.
Oh, here's a baseball one for you, though. What are the rules for zebra? Which camera am I on? Let me make sure I lock in with the crowd. My one shot?
Yeah, your one shot.
What are the rules for zebra baseball, guys?
The rules for zebra baseball.
The rules for zebra baseball. I'll give you all a moment to think this over. What are the rules for zebra, as they say on like Cocomelon? Not Cocomelon. It's on.
No idea. What are you saying?
What are the rules for zebra baseball?
Yeah, no, I know. I got that part.
Zebra.
It's the other part.
Peppa Pig. They call it.
Are you speaking English?
Apparently, in some places they call zebras. The zebra.
Okay.
There's a zebra over there, a black and white zebra. Oh man.
I don't. To answer your question, I don't know the answer to your question.
MVDBDBF said, I'll super chat $25 if you promise to stop telling.
Wow. Okay.
I don't know whether to be offended or offended. The answer is 3 stripes and you're out. These are like kids jokes, guys. These are kids jokes.
I'm okay with that one.
These are sports kids jokes, basically. Yeah, like zebra baseball, 3 stripes and you're out.
I can live with that one. That's okay.
Okay, let's be honest. Are there good jokes? Unless you're like, I feel like comedians aren't telling.
Stand-up comedy is good. Like,
but think about
like a punchline joke.
They're not telling like knock-knock jokes.
Knock-knock jokes? No, it's
They're
not
telling
good.
like story jokes.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, I was walking down the street and this happened. Like, I feel like those are funny. When's the last time you heard a really good punchline joke of like a riddle almost?
Yeah, they're not good.
They're not ever good.
No.
They're like, please, if somebody has a really good joke, tell us in the chat, because I do feel like it is nearly impossible to have an actual good joke. Like punchline, deliver it, hook, line, and sink them.
All right. You ready for some trivia?
All right. Yeah, we'll move on to some trivia.
Okay. We're going to go year by year. Starting in last year, there was just one starting pitcher to win 20 games. Starts simple.
Wait a minute. Okay.
Gets a little more complex.
Starting pitching last year.
There was just one. So we're going. The category of this is 20 win seasons.
Okay.
So we'll start with last year, there was just one pitcher to win 20 games last year. Okay, bye.
Bring the beer, please. Oh, she's still on the phone. Send her a video of me saying hello. I do this with my littles when they're asleep already. Let me put down my beer.
Hold on.
You didn't bring the beer.
Yes, I did. There's a cold one right
there. Oh, thank you. I only need one.
I figured. Okay, go ahead. Say goodnight to Skylar.
Hi, Skylar. I hope you have a good night's rest, and I hope to see you soon. Good night, Paige. See you too.
All right, sending.
All right, Jamie.
Yes,
you are now
a
part of
this.
Yes, we are talking about 20-game winners.
Oh, you missed my joke.
20-game winners.
There was no joke.
Wait, you missed a few things actually.
Tyler's trying to move on.
MBDBDBF offered to pay. MBD offered to pay $25 to get me to stop telling jokes in the super chat.
Well, maybe we give that to charity.
Yeah, I mean, I would donate that.
All right.
Well, yeah, we wouldn't keep it. But my joke was, Tyler's still trying to move on. He's got to hear my joke. This is a great joke for the girls.
All right.
What are the rules for zebra baseball?
Stripes and balls. Stripes. There's a striped strike joke.
Okay, so you're good at these jokes. Such a dad.
There's a striped strike joke in there.
There's a striped joke in there.
I just don't know what it is. What is it?
For it's 1, 2, 3 stripes, you're out at the zebra baseball. I figured I would change it.
I see why MVD wants to donate $25.
I figured I would change up my delivery. It actually just says 3 stripes and you're out, but mine was better.
3 stripes, yeah. That was,
Get it? 3 stripes and you're out.
I'm doing a bad job of formulating the joke. I'm getting the subject. Damn. Reverse joke making, not for me. All right, did I walk into new trivia as well?
I will stop telling jokes, by the way. But yes, it's time for some more trivia as we are in the bottom of the 5th. Great time.
Okay.
What is our new trivia,
Talking
Tyler?
about 20-game winners per year. Last year, there was just one 20-game winner. Who was it?
It was somebody obscure.
I know in the chat they've already guessed some people.
No, the one. So here's what I'm gonna say. The one
Strider.
you're thinking of, Jamie.
I don't think it's that simple.
2 years ago.
That was 2 years ago.
Because I think I shouldn't say obscure. I mean, he had a really good year that year, but he's
the only one to 20 wins.
Last year there was one player with 20 wins.
Oh, error! Dang it! If we were telling my stupid jokes.
Well, now it's a 4-3 game with no outs in the
To be honest, the only slight positive about this is my game prediction was 7-3, and this is setting us up for me to be correct. And y'all know I like to be correct. I didn't want to see them give up 3 runs.
20-game winner
but an
last
error.
year. 20-game winner last year.
Okay. This is a starting pitcher that had 20 wins last year. It's somewhat obscure.
No, obscure was 2 years ago. And I can't even put my finger on who it is. Last year, 20-game winner. It wasn't Corbin Burns. Who won the Cy Young last year?
Blake Snell. He didn't have 20 wins.
No, Blake Snell did not win 20 games last year.
He was the Cy Young winner. And who was the other?
Blake Snell finished with 14 wins last season.
And Taiwan had 15 wins last season. Like, it could be anybody. It doesn't have to.
What's Aaron Nola's career high in wins? Isn't it only like 13?
It's not a ton.
That's the thing. Like, wins doesn't always.
So the answer was guessed in the chat.
Spencer Strider.
It is Spencer Strider. He had 20 wins.
Oh, okay, yeah. I said that, but I didn't really.
2022, there was also exactly one 20-game winner, and it was not Spencer Strider.
There was one 20-game winner, and it was not Spencer Strider?
It was not.
Who's this obscure person I'm thinking of?
Well, I'm not going to tell you that because it might be the answer.
What about Zach Gallen?
It is not Zach Gallen. He did not even finish in the top 10.
Just throwing out a name, to be honest. Garrett Cole.
Oh, Garrett Cole had to be he was the other Cy Young winner.
That's not obscure, though.
He's not obscure, no.
It is not
like
Garrett Cole.
It's somebody that we wouldn't think of.
Correct.
Tyler Glasnow.
No, he was hurt, I believe, for a majority of 22.
That was 2 years ago?
It wasn't Logan Webb, was it?
Logan Webb finished with 15, tied for 8th, along with Carlos Carrasco, Chris Bassett, Tyler Anderson, and Cal Quantrill.
What about?
Wow, Cal Quantrill wouldn't have gotten that one. Pedro Martinez. No.
So close.
Yeah,
so
right,
close.
Is that the right team?
No.
Is that the right? Okay. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what else to say. Is that the right division?
Trying to think.
Depends on which team you're talking about for Pedro.
It wasn't Justin Steele, was it? No,
he was
last year.
Let's see what we've got so far.
Nobody on the White Sox.
Verlander.
Nobody on the Royals.
I don't think that'd be surprising though. Kyle Wright.
It is Kyle Wright. 21 wins.
Good job,
in
Zach.
2022.
Woo woo! You were the first, and then I know MBD was saying, yeah, that does make sense. You do remember him winning 20. Oh, wow.
That's the obscure guy I was thinking of.
So let's go to, we'll skip ahead a little bit. The last time there were 3 20-game winners was 2016.
Ooh.
2 guys won 20, and one won 22.
2 on base.
Uh,
was that the year Scherzer, Verlander,
Scherzer,
and DeGrom?
Scherzer did win 20. Verlander and DeGrom did not. Neither
DeGrom probably had like 9.
DeGrom never won a lot of games.
Yeah, that's true. The Mets never supported him. That was dumb. Phillies are in a little bit of a pickle here.
Yeah, we already got
Sanchez was laboring there in the 3rd and 4th a little bit.
Dang, see?
Tyler O'Neill, here's your boy.
Ugh,
well, you have to cheer for him. Because
no, I don't. I don't anymore, actually. I cut him. He's not on my team anymore.
Sorry, it was Scherzer?
Scherzer had 20.
He's gone.
In 2016.
Garrett Cole?
Garrett Cole did not win 20. Nope.
I don't think Corbin Burns ever won 20, did he?
I don't even know. I'm not even sure Corbin Burns was pitching in 2016.
He might have been hurt that year, yeah.
No. I mean...
Oh, the year this happened.
Yeah, he started his career in 2018.
What year was this?
2016.
16.
Oh.
And Cole's career high is 12.
Oh, no, it's tied up.
Yeah.
Sack
Fly just tied it up.
No, Tyler O'Neill.
Hey, Tyler O'Neill could be a Philly, potentially.
Yeah, he just keeps getting hurt.
Was Kershaw on fire that year?
It was not Kershaw.
Kershaw was in there.
He won. Actually, he didn't even finish in the top. Tied for the top 10.
Noah.
Syndergaard?
Yeah.
Syndergaard finished outside of the top 10 as well.
'16. It's so hard because the Phillies were so bad then that my baseball viewing probably dipped some as a whole.
Oh, Rick Porcello.
Rick
Porcello won the Cy Young that year and won 22 games.
Wow. All right, so that's 2 of the 3. The third.
Porcello. Lynn.
Lance Lynn? Don't tell me he won.
Lance Lynn
ever win 20?
I don't believe Lance Lynn ever won 20 games.
That'd be good for big boys everywhere, though.
Lance Lynn's highest. Actually, he came close in 2012. He was an All-Star. He won 18 games that year.
Wait, who did we say? Scherzer and Porcello?
Yep.
So we only have 2 of the 4?
2 of the 3.
Oh, oops. I thought we were 4.
David Price finished with 17 wins. Chris Coyle tied for 8th. Chris Sale also 17 wins.
Son of a gun. I don't have anybody else.
Here's your guys that finished with 16. Tanner Rourke, Carlos Martinez, Kenta Maeda, Kyle Hendricks, Jose Fernandez, Justin Verlander, Chris Tillman, and Hisashi Iwakuma, excuse me.
Oh, there.
All with 16. You guys got the 2 with 17. Here's the ones that finished with 18. Corey Kluber, Jake Arrieta, Johnny Cueto, and then David Price at 17. John Lester finished one short. He had 19.
Ooh, that's so
You are missing the 120.
Uno más. ¿Quién es? Jaime, ¿quién es? ¿Quién es el persona?
This player pitched for the Phillies at some point in his career.
Oh. That in 2016 had 20 wins?
AJ. No.
It's not AJ Burnett.
Jeremy Hellickson.
It was not Jeremy Hellickson.
Jake Arrieta.
Also not Jake Arrieta. He had 18.
I'm looking it up. Just kidding, I'm not. Oh, my Lanta, what's happening here?
AJ Burnett.
You've already guessed him.
Did that. Pedro Martinez.
Really just guessed him.
Wasn't pitching in 2016.
You
I know.
are repeating yourself.
I'm out of guys.
I'm done.
All right. The answer to this question, J Happ. Won 20 games in 16.
Forgot. He was dominant that year.
All right, we'll do one more.
Did he finish top 3 in Cy Young that year?
Defense is definitely not great this inning. On a side note, Witt, look at this. 35 is showing. Your age is showing, Witt.
He finished 6th.
You gotta get there. You gotta get there. He lumbered over and dove slowly.
We will do one more, and then we'll get you back to the action. 2012 was the last time there were
not great right now.
4.
Yeah, this is a good distraction from the shitty action.
Yeah, because this is not good at all.
2012 was the last time that there were 4 20-game winners.
Oh, brother.
2012.
3-1-20, 1-1-21.
Had to be somebody from the Phillies.
Ruiz is going through it right now. Getting no help defensively.
Let me get some fries. When in doubt. Oh, what I was about to say is going to be so bad.
2012. I'm trying to put myself in the 2012 mindset. How many guys did it? 4, you said?
4.
I filtered myself because what I was about to actually say was very...
Adam Wainwright.
Wayno did not finish in the top 10 that year.
Oh,
Chris Carpenter.
No, Chris Carpenter also did
just
not.
Going to say the big ones. DeGrom, I'm not going to say, but Verlander, Scherzer.
No.
No Scherzer that year?
Nope. Oh, you know what, guys? I'm very sorry. I was looking at the wrong list. I was looking at 2008. 2012, Verlander had 17.
No!
He finished 8th. No Scherzer that season.
Sorry, I didn't hear what you said because the Red Sox just took the lead.
Verlander finished with 17 wins, tied for 8th. No Scherzer. One I already gave you because we talked about him. Lance Lynn had 18.
This inning is terrible. The Phillies are getting dominated. Luckily, they threw
That's how we... Fudge.
down 6-4 now.
MBD said, can I say something respectfully? Whit Merrifield stinks.
He's not good anymore.
That was an absolutely awful inning. Awful.
That was pretty bad.
Awful. I'm sorry, Tyler. I'm sorry to interrupt this trivia with the
Clayton Kershaw
nonsense that we just saw. 4 runs given up in that inning.
Clayton Kershaw, Tyler.
No, not 4 runs. That's terrible math by me.
No, it was not Clayton Kershaw.
5 runs given up in that inning.
Did Clayton Kershaw ever win 20 games?
Clayton Kershaw won 20 games in 2011. He won 21. He won 21 in 2014.
Oh my gosh. When's the last time the Phillies gave up 5 runs in an inning?
Been a long time. I'm sure somebody will tweet that one out shortly.
Yeah, whoever's on the X, figure that out for us.
Do you call it X?
No.
Okay.
I do it when I'm like making fun of it. You know, it's sarcastic.
What do you think about the likes going private? Now everybody can you can like away, whatever, and people won't see it.
I didn't know that was a thing, to be honest.
Yeah, so anything that you or Tyler or John or Jim, whoever, would like on Twitter, I could go to your likes tab.
Yeah, they're going to remove that tab?
So now it's already gone. It's already in action.
Wait, what? But technically, can't you see?
So even on your own tweet, you know how you used to, like, say you got 20 likes on your tweet, you could click those 20 likes and see who liked it.
Oh, all you can see is the number.
All you can see is the number. Everything's gone. So remember when Doc Rivers got in trouble for being horny online?
The X has removed that problem. It's covering up for the foolishness.
I don't mind it. I mean, I don't. It's a pretty big change, but you know, I like to likes. I'm not liking weird stuff or anything, but like for show purposes, like I'll like a tweet so I can go back and remember it. And sometimes it's pretty like irrelevant or dumb or something I'm going to put in the show notes. So, like, not that I cared that people were looking at it, but, like, at the same time, I kind of wanted something a little more private to
to like away.
Yeah, like bookmark.
You could also bookmark it.
I've never been a bookmarker.
I just think that likes on Twitter don't really make sense. Like, what do you need to like something on Twitter for?
Interactions.
Yeah, but that engagement is stupid. Like, liking a post on Instagram actually makes sense. You like it or you comment. You can retweet.
I agree with
quote tweet, comment.
I guess Elon did.
There's like too many options of ways to interact with the post.
All right, let's see if the Phillies can respond here quickly as we enter the top of the 6th. We will be starting the post game in the top of the 9th.
Come on, Marchand.
Raffy. Oh, speaking of Raffy, I guess now's a good time to announce we have a new shirt. Tyler, are you prepared since we can't see the screen?
Raffy up the bat, but we'll take it with the other Raffy.
Well, yes. We could talk about it when the other Raffy.
We can do it again when that Raffy comes back.
There's 2 Raffies on the team now. It's up? All right. This is a new shirt. If you watched Sunday Night Baseball last week, was it? Yeah, right? Bryson Stott was mic'd up during the inning and said all the Phillies call Alec Bohm Raffy. And when asked why they call him Raffy, Bryson Stott simply said, because he looks like a giraffe. And now we have a shirt up on our All PHLY shop, the Raffy shirt. So there it is. Reminds me a lot of the Toys R Us giraffe, whose name was...
Wait. Todd.
This is going to drive
Jeffrey.
me nuts.
Jeffrey,
yes.
Oh, I miss Jeffrey and Toys R Us. Remember how excited you used to get as a kid to go to Toys R Us?
So it looks like basically Jeffrey hitting a bomb there with the Alec Bohm 28 behind it. You can get those shirts on allphly.com. Of course, if you become a diehard here, you get a free t-shirt. So if you join up to be a diehard, you can get that shirt for free. Plus, you get access to all the great writing we have here, discounts to future events, invites to our Discord, lots of fun stuff come along with that, including a free shirt. So the new Raffy shirt is out on allphly.com. We, of course, brought this up when the other Raffy on the team, Rafael Marchand, was at bat, but it was a good reminder to get to it. So there it is. Check it out. Pretty fun. What were you going to say? So I have a Toys R Us story. As a kid, every kid kind of goes through a little bit of a klepto phase, I feel like, at some point.
I never did.
Never stole anything.
I've never stolen anything.
You might just be a bad person.
Yeah, like, I don't think
you guys never stole like a cow tail or like a little candy.
Think everybody has. No, is that like a normal thing that kids do?
Yeah, I think kids have.
I've never stolen. Okay, in my defense though, I've always been terrified of like getting in trouble, and not that my parents like barely even disciplined me. But even to this day, I get this really bad feeling when I think I'm going to get in trouble. And so my fear of getting in trouble would never let me be a klepto.
Well, I got in trouble.
Like, I would like pee myself if I thought I was like going to get in trouble. And again, never got in trouble, never went to the principal's office or got a bad grade or any of that.
Shh. Me and the principal were like this.
I mean, so me and the principal were like this too, but for different reasons, clearly.
Well, I won them over. Like Dean Stanton at LaSalle. We became good friends because I was in his office so much. And I have such an affable personality.
What were you in the office for, Jamie?
Stuff.
Were you like doing bad things?
No, not like bad stuff. I was just like
mischievous.
You
were the class clown. Didn't we talk about this?
Yeah, kind of class clownish stuff. I said one of my favorites, Tyler. I don't know if you guys did this at Judge. Judge was all guys, right?
Yeah.
I would get the water sample from. They had little like throwaway paper, like the shot glasses at the water fountain. So I would get little like shot glasses, paper cup of water, and most of us wore khaki pants. So I would wait for one of my buddies to come by, either at the lunch table, under the table, or walking by in the hallway, and I'd throw it on their crotch so it looked like they peed themselves. You have to admit, that's pretty good. So then they'd have a wet crotch.
You were one of those kids. Now I know what kind of student you were. I remember those kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was not me. You were one of those boys being boys.
Yeah.
You know,
another one of my favorites was the Philadelphia cream cheese single-use little guys. You know, like the little single serve.
Fun fact, I love to dip my bagel in those. Whenever I eat those.
So here's a fun fact for you. If you want to be real cool right in front of your nephew, rip off the lid, the Rosenberg iced tea, the plastic, 12-ounce iced tea, lemonade, plastic bottle. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Yes, you do. Come on.
I do.
Yeah. the Philadelphia cream cheese cap fits perfectly in the bottle. So you slam the cream cheese in the bottle, and then, Renee, you have a live action cafeteria grenade launcher. And you smack that bottle, and the cream cheese will shoot up and stick on a ceiling, or it will shoot and hit somebody.
So one of the things we used to do was we would get the Gatorade caps, and you can launch them.
Oh yeah, some people got really
so we used
good
to,
at it.
I was never very good at it.
Some people go like corner to corner.
All right, hold on, I got to show this. So
Let's see if you can get it in here.
You know the cap, right? So people would take it and they would flick it.
But there was a certain way.
I was never very good at it.
I wasn't either.
But there used to be wars with and you would just like go like you said, across the cafeteria. These things hurt. I'm not gonna lie to you. These things don't feel good.
Did you guys used to put the cap on your lips and try to hold it with your lips?
No.
We were in the middle of a turf war, Renee.
Shit was real out in these streets. Launching cream cheeses out of Rosenberg's iced tea.
Table 12 versus table 16 or whatever. And then we had
not the table versus
well,
table.
we had a guy who used to call out the tables if you got in trouble. He'd be like, table 12, you're all staying after lunch. And we're like, bro, no one knows what the table numbers are. We're just leaving.
You're just naming tables.
There were the kids that used to love, you know how they had the tables that folded in the middle in the cafeteria back in the day? I think they still do. I don't even know what kids sit at anymore. And they would like, in the middle, there was like a bar and you would bang it and make all these really loud clanky noises. And then they'd pretend they didn't do it because it would always like ring through the cafeteria. I never did any of this. But
of course you didn't.
All I did was flood toilets, you know. That was by accident. I didn't do that on purpose. But I guess I should claim that I did that on purpose.
How did you flood a toilet?
I've flooded multiple toilets in my life. I have a lot of bathroom issues. I don't know why. What do
you mean you flooded multiple toilets in your life?
What do you mean? What do you mean? I mean, I feel like it's pretty self-explanatory. I've accidentally flooded
where it goes
toilets
over the ball?
and like flows out of the bathroom.
Really? I don't think I've ever
and there's like
done that.
Like you know, a little gathering of water that's come out of the stall and sometimes even out of the bathroom into the hallway. That was all accidental. So apparently I was a little badass and didn't even know it. It was me in bathrooms. Yeah. You've never flooded a toilet?
I mean, maybe once.
Oh, yeah. I've had some issues.
I can't recall.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
Just I think flushing it too much or like, I can't say I was doing anything wrong. But yeah. Did you guys used to put the like Elmer's glue on your skin and peel it off? That used to be fun.
That was more grade school though.
Oh.
Where you'd like cover your hand and then peel it off.
That's more grade school.
Oh, that was a big high school hang for you guys? You're still playing with Elmer's glue? Pennington School got wild.
It was elementary school, you jerk. But the way you said it, that was more grade school for me.
Yeah, come on.
I mean, in elementary school,
that's early age buffoonery.
Oh, brother. Elementary school, I was a little more mischievous. Like, I would do the Elmer's glue. I don't think that's mischievous, though. I would do the whole,
No, that's not. No. Spitballs. I was a big fan of Spitballs.
I remember those.
Spitballs were awesome.
I still know how to make a... Dun, 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 dun.
Spitballs are great.
Shoot a spitball at you now.
Oh, God, I used to love them.
I was never great at them.
Oh, I was good.
But I would try.
Tyler, did Judge get into the spitball?
Not really.
No?
It wasn't. I mean, a little bit. But it was, not as much as like other things. But it was every once in a while.
Huh. What was like your go-to one was
the paper wads?
Oh, you would get them in the rubber band. Yeah.
And you'd make like a hand bow and arrow?
Yeah, it was bad.
What?
Oh, you would so
yeah.
you'd fold a piece of paper over and over and over until it was like in a little U shape and it was kind of thick.
Dang it,
and then you would put
now?
a little bit of tape on the center part and you pull that back on a rubber band and you could launch them at people. Now, you talk about Gatorade caps hurting. Paper wads could Those could like break the skin if you were close enough.
Oh boy!
See, boys will be boys are always having fun.
I used to make rubber band balls.
Rubber band balls?
Yeah, you just.
Oh yeah.
That's not a mischievous thing.
No, that's kind of wholesome. We played.
I actually am like really trying to think of something I did that was mischievous.
I lit Sister Dolores up in the face once.
Not Sister Dolores.
Yeah, smoked her in the face with a snowball because.
Oh my gosh.
So. hence me getting to know all my principals and disciplinarians in life.
What is happening in this game?
No. This game's gotten out of hand, folks.
No, this is bad.
8-4 now as Hamilton hits a 2-run
8-4.
shot.
How are we supposed to sit and talk about this game?
Not great. Spencer Turnbull gives up a bomb.
He's on my fantasy team.
This is very rude of the Phillies to do this on a watch-along / post-game
How dare
show.
they? Why not do this yesterday and then today be a good day?
Well, at least we got Aaron Nola going tomorrow.
Yeah. Dang it, Spency.
So our old school, leaving the classroom building to go to the gym and the locker rooms, you had to walk down a little pathway that was probably like 75 feet. Snowstorm. My buddy had gotten me with a snowball earlier in the day. I went out to the walkway, got behind a tree, and I was waiting. So it was a blind throw, and I was pretty convinced my buddy was following me out. I guess he knew I was throwing a snowball. Waited. Next person out of the door, I launched a strike from behind the tree. Sister Dolores walked out, and
Poor Sister Dolores.
I smoked her.
This is why you can't have all boys schools.
Well, this was a co-ed. This was grade
Oh.
school.
I mean, it was too late by then. The damage was done.
But Sister Dolores was fairly understanding, considering. I mean, I was still in
This was
trouble.
grade school?
Yeah.
How old are you?
It was probably like upper grade school, probably like 7th or 8th grade. It was just a snowball at what I thought was my friend. Sister Dolores wasn't supposed to walk out that door, Renee.
This is what you would tell your
My
parents?
buddy Matt
This is
Scanlon
what you
threw
were
me down
telling
the
the
river.
principal and your parents? And they were
Yeah.
like, Jamie, what'd you do this time? I was just throwing snowballs at my buddy.
Yeah, my buddy
It
sandbagged
wasn't supposed
me.
to be Sister Dolores, but poor sweet thing, old Sister Dolores.
Well, I got to give him credit. It was a pretty good move to stall his exit. He was on to me. I guess I didn't play my cards very well.
That's what we took from it.
Yeah.
I really don't think I did anything like that.
Wow.
Now I'm like really trying to think back.
I once had to go to the doctor
See,
because
I
I got a
was-
piece of styrofoam
I was
stuck up my
bullied.
nose.
What?
This was,
So I feel like I was on the receiving end of mischievous things.
I think this was 2nd grade. God, Turnbull just gets another
This
double.
is bad. This is bad.
The Phillies are getting rocked right
What's
now.
happening right
yeah,
now?
This is not a custom viewing.
Man, this game is garbage. As Chris Coyle said in the chat, this is painful. Let's continue just talking about Jamie's mischievous childhood because what else are we gonna talk about?
Jamie, did you guys have a designated fight spot? Like every guy's school has the one spot where it's like meet me wherever.
Yeah, there was usually
Meet me
an
on
office
the
campus.
Foursquare court at the playground.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I used to love
backside of the parking
Oh.
lot by the wooded.
We should have
ours
Foursquare
was
game
meet under the
going.
bridge. So we had
Under the
the train tracks used to run there. It was meet under the bridge.
Sounds dangerous.
Yeah.
But-
every
Yeah, but
You know,
here's,
guys, this is a
here's the
great
thing. Here's the thing, Renee. You
Oh.
say it sounds dangerous, but really what happened there was you'd show up, you'd fight, and then it was over. Like there was
Still sounds
no,
pretty dangerous.
there was no like retaliation. There was no like,
You
know what I mean?
handed it there.
you squashed the beef right
Get him
there.
out!
Get him, Harvey.
out!
Nice play by Harper.
There we go. Okay, that's fair.
Double play to end the inning.
Thank you, Bryce. Thank you, Marshawn. Thank you, Rafi. This is a great time to get some retail therapy, guys, because it's stressful out here in these streets. When you are frustrated with plays like the 5th inning, when you're frustrated with the lack of defense, and just to remind you, if you missed it when Jamie said it last time, go take advantage of some retail therapy. Check out our new Rafi shirt for Alec Boehm, as we are finally going to get the outs there to close out the 6th inning. That was painful, but buying a shirt doesn't have to be painful. In fact, wearing a shirt doesn't either. Check out our Rafi shirt. I know Tyler's showing you yet again. Just dropped on allphly.com and our locker. You can check out all of our great merch there. Diehards also always get the exclusive updates on new merch, new events. And so you guys go check it out because that's a positive. Rafi is a fun thing that we learned. We've been learning the nicknames of these guys. We're also learning a lot about Jamie right now too. But we've been learning a lot
I got
about
a
the Phillies.
styrofoam packing peanut stuck up my nose. With my
Ew.
friend Larry Johnson.
They don't even like make those in things. I feel like they don't have those anymore.
So we were putting them up our nose and snot rocketing them out, and like you could get one to go pretty far.
I used to like popping the bubbles of bubble wrap.
That was fun. So was launching a styrofoam peanut out of your nose at your buddy, and I got one jammed up my nose, and the principal had to call my parents and take me to the doctor because it got wedged up there pretty good. So, yes.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah.
7 runs in 2 innings, as Kane is reminding us. Yes.
It's not great.
Dreadful.
It's a weird feeling.
No bueno. We're not used to this at all. Again, I don't actually know you know what? I'm going to Google it while you're telling us stories of your childhood. The last time the Phillies were even down this much, because I don't remember a recent game where they trailed by more than like 2 runs. And typically they answer back and score. So far, not tonight. But while I'm Googling that, I really can't think of anything I did at all. What was my childhood? I was like a straight A, winning awards. I won like the spelling bee. I was on the honor roll. I was like winning the attendance records. Like I still love school.
Yeah, we were like polar opposites. Because I won none of those.
I was like super excited to go to school and show off all my cool supplies. And I love school. I remember all my teachers' names, I think.
Can you really?
Oh, actually?
I think there's a pretty big difference between being good at school and liking school. Like, I did well at school, but I don't want to be there.
I did okay at school.
Ooh,
but as my teachers and parents always said, if I actually applied myself, I could have done a lot better. But why would you do that?
I do remember all of my elementary school teachers' names.
That's psycho.
How's that psycho? You don't remember yours? I mean,
all right,
your elementary school days are a little longer away than mine.
Yep, I'm already forgetting first grade.
Well, once you got to 6th grade, you had multiple teachers, so like that's a little different. I had several teachers.
Yep, I can't get past first grade.
But I actually can still picture some of my middle school. Like
Sister Martha,
I can still remember my 7th grade social studies teacher, clear as day.
Mrs. Busby, whose daughter-in-law is Catherine O'Hearn. Oh, right? Did I say that right? The Schitt's Creek Home Alone mom. Isn't that her name, Catherine O'Hearn?
Yeah.
That was Mrs. Busby's.
Oh, from
the Home Alone mom, Schitt's Creek. She's very funny.
Oh, yeah.
From all the
okay. Still don't know how they left.
Best in
Still don't know how they left Kevin multiple times, but it's fine.
Yeah. So yeah, but I lose it at first grade. Where's that Mrs. Shields? And then who was second? No, I can't even come close to naming all of them.
Miss Hamlin, who we looped to 1st grade with. She was great friends with Miss Jones. Our classes would always do stuff together because we were right next door to each other. Remember it? And we had our own playground. You know how in kindergarten you have your own playground at some schools. My school in Ewing, we had our own playground for just our class. That was awesome. Second grade
sounds
was
like the bougie class.
Thanks. But it wasn't the big playground. It was like a kindergarten little playground. And then once you got to 3rd grade, you got the big playground with the huge slide. And 2nd grade was Miss Rabel. 3rd grade was Miss Lifer, blonde lady. Miss Rabel had these huge glasses. It was so funny. She was this little dark-haired old woman with these big square glasses, like classic 90s-esque vibe. Miss Lifer, Miss Sopko, and I remember her because 9/11 happened when I was in 4th grade in Miss Sopko's class, and I still remember that like it was yesterday. Short blonde hair bob. Looked like she should be in
Bob.
Looked like she should be in The Sound of Music as what's her name? She had that same cut.
I don't think I've ever seen The Sound of Music.
I
don't really know what you're talking about.
I
mean, I know like kind of the general vibe of it and all that.
And then Miss Peterson, who was so cool because she had spiked hair, which was like not as a big thing back then. You didn't see The Sound of Music.
Matt Gelb just tweeted that they're trailing by 4 runs for the first time in 16 days.
I was going to look that up, but I got sidetracked by all my fantastic teachers that I loved. And
the Braves lost. So even if the Phillies lose tonight, they'll still protect their 10-game lead. The Braves have lost 5 straight games for the first time since September 2017.
Wow. 6 years ago?
That's a shame.
That sucks. Sucks to suck. It's the downfall of the Braves.
All right, so I have the Athletic.
Oh, yeah, Julie Andrews. I don't know. I can remember her name. She was the one from Sound of Music.
Sure.
Doe, a deer, a female deer.
Mm-hmm. That one. Yep. Mm-hmm. I know that.
So long, farewell. That was their song to leave to get away from the Nazis.
They're running from Nazis?
They're running from Nazis in The Sound of Music, which I didn't even realize until I was older. Because they're singing the entire time. But in reality, it's a love story. It's also them running away from the Nazis. It's a musical all in one.
Is it an erotic journey from Milan to Minsk?
Neurotic?
Erotic.
Erotic.
It's a Seinfeld line.
Oh.
An erotic journey from Milan
Not
to
the way at
Lynch?
all I would describe this movie.
No, and I don't think at this point, I don't think I need to see The Sound of Music. I think I'm good.
Oh, NBDBDBF. Oh, you worked in Ewing. I do know that place, that Greek place. Mykonos, I think it was the name of it.
Mykonos?
I feel like it was on like Olden Avenue or something. I don't know. It sounds familiar.
Greek food's good. Yeah.
Ewing had the best food. I actually just got food from Ewing recently. And I, to this day, feel like it's one of the best. It's not the healthiest food, but they had really good food in Ewing. Pizza places, cheesesteak places, soul food places, Chinese places. Like, to this day, some of the best I've had.
I've never heard that about Ewing. Congrats on all your good food growing up. I have the MLB anonymous player poll in front of me. I'll ask you and Tyler some questions.
We're pulling out the dinner cards.
Yeah, a little bit. So The Athletic recently conducted a survey of anonymous Major League Baseball players. So we'll go through some of these questions together because these are always kind of fun.
Yeah.
All right, 102 players voted in this question. Who is the best player in baseball?
Mookie Betts.
Mookie Betts is third with only 8.8% of the votes.
Shohei Ohtani.
Shohei Ohtani, number one, 46% of the votes.
I went with my fantasy
Who, in second place, got 26.5% of the votes.
Behind Shohei in front of Mookie, number
When
2.
did this thing get put out?
Just yesterday or the day before? Juan Soto was June 10th, so 2 days ago.
Okay, so the injuries played a factor. Like Acuna's probably not on the list.
No. They probably pulled them over weeks leading up to 2 days ago.
So Acuna's probably there somewhere.
Acuna is number 2,
Yeah.
26.5% of the vote. Number 4,
I'm not good at this game.
Aaron Judge, also tied with Mookie Betts
fair.
at 8.8.
That was my next guess.
And then Mike Trout, number 5 at 3.
Really?
Still a lot of love around the league for Mike Trout.
So
He must
much
be a great
love.
dude.
Player to player, there's a lot of love
Yeah.
for Mike Trout.
Plus, I feel like a lot of people understand the fact that he just can't stay healthy.
Yeah. Other players receiving votes were the Phillies' Bryce Harper.
I was going to say, where's our guy
and
Bryce?
Zach Wheeler.
Jordan Alvarez, get any votes?
No.
Guy's a
What
stud.
about-
The Orioles' Gunnar Henderson got some
Gunnar.
early votes.
How about Bobby Witt?
Oh,
No.
man, Alec Bohm, Raffy.
But as well as Gunnar Henderson, Adley Rutschman got some votes, Jose Ramirez, and the Rangers' Corey
Ashley
Seager.
sent some records himself, too, by the way. The numbers he's been putting up.
Gunnar
are insane.
Henderson's numbers are insane.
Yeah,
he might be
they-
the only shortstop
So-
since A-Rod to have 50 home runs.
That might be the hardest All-Star position vote this year.
Yeah.
Are you voting Gunnar Henderson or are you voting Bobby Witt Jr.? Because there's merit to both
and
of
there's
them.
still Corey Seager who went on a
know.
tear.
Right.
There's still like a lot
He's
of
not
guys.
going on a big enough tear.
Like,
Trust me, I'm waiting.
I think personally, I cast one ballot. I'd probably wait until
I have not
a week
cast a
out.
ballot yet.
I do it once, and I just want to gather all
Did you
my
get
information.
Schramm in there?
You don't vote pitchers.
Oh, you
and
don't
I
vote.
haven't voted yet. I haven't voted yet anyway.
Drop.
I think that
All right.
Go,
There you go,
Bryson.
Stott.
I think
There's one back.
I think I would vote
Sorry,
for Witt.
Tyler.
I believe right now Bobby Witt would get my All-Star vote over
You
Gunnar
love Bobby.
Henderson, but there's no wrong answer to
Gunnar
it.
Henderson's insane.
I mean, he's got 20 home runs from the leadoff spot this year.
That's a good hit by
He's
Bryson.
I mean,
right.
that Orioles team's going to be really good for a long time.
Yeah, the
They
Orioles are going to
definitely
be
are.
loaded. All right, the most overrated player in baseball. 59 players voted on this one.
I know this answer.
Yeah, I know.
Did
The
I read
top
this one
one's
to you
easy.
guys the other
No,
day?
you just read number 1 was
Well,
Jazz.
Yeah,
Wait,
we've
was Jazz
talked
number
about
one?
it. We know you said Jazz Chisholm.
Jazz Chisholm, number 1 with 20.3%
That's
of the vote.
hilarious.
Any idea who number 2, 3, or so on is?
Overrated players. Oh, I know. Rendon's on there.
Yes, Anthony
Anthony
Rendon.
Rendon's
we
on
did
there.
talk about this the
But I
other
don't
day.
remember the list actually. Now that I think about it, I just
Anthony
remember
Rendon
Jazz is
comes
number
in
1.
second with 10% of the vote.
Oh,
Number 3 is fairly surprising because he's still kind of been good in Minnesota a little bit. Carlos Correa. Maybe he's just a J.O.
and Ellie De La Cruz is on the list, isn't he?
Next is Tim Anderson, tied with Jack Flaherty. Then Pete Alonso, which I agree with. Cody
great
Bellinger, which I also agree with. Alec Bregman, which I think is maybe a little much.
Come on, Wit.
Ella de La Cruz. Manny Machado gets
That's weird.
3.3% of the vote. Do you think they asked Juan Soto?
Oh,
and maybe
where's the
that
ball?
represents that. And Blake Snell, last there.
Blake Snell's a good one on that list, especially.
It is.
I know they were talking about him in the chat. I think it was in our pregame show. I can't remember which show it was of the two. He's been injured. His ERA's been like an 8 or 9 at one point. Like, not good, not good.
All right, this is.
So, by the way, did you guys know currently, speaking of Manny Machado, Aaron Judge currently has a higher slugging percentage than Manny Machado's OPS? Machado's OPS right now is just south of 700. He's at 699 OPS. Now, granted, Aaron Judge leads the league in slugging. He's been awesome again this year.
Yeah, he's ridiculous.
And I almost feel like he's sneaky good this year, which is just
over the last month. I don't know how sneaky it is.
Well,
he's dominating.
There's Justin, guys. There's Justin.
Because he has 20 home runs.
25 home runs, 62 RBI. So he leads the league in double, home runs, RBIs, walks, OBP, slugging, OPS plus, total bases. And, he also leads the league in grounded into double plays, but it doesn't really matter when you have all of this. His slugging currently is 712.
Oh.
He has a 1.149 OPS. His OPS plus right now is 220.
Wow.
And so maybe sneaky is not the right word because he's been on a tear. I feel like he is.
But after the first month of the season, he only had 4 home runs.
Right. That's what I mean. Maybe,
and now he's at 25.
Maybe I should say it was a slower start.
It was a slow start, and then he just took the league by storm.
Giancarlo Stanton just hit a 449-foot home run.
He's a strong man. All right.
I'm realizing, actually, I feel like I have such ADHD with all of this trivia because I'm like looking at 3. So Justin Slatton is in the bullpen right now warming up. So for those that didn't know who he was, there he is. And,
I'm still not convinced he's a real person.
While you guys were talking about that, my brain was like, okay.
All right.
Sorry.
This category
is giving me like extreme ADHD.
This category, based solely on vibes, who do you most want on your team?
So
100 players voted.
Before we do this, can I give you some numbers really quickly?
Oh.
Sure.
Through the month of April, we're talking about Aaron Judge. After April 27th, he was hitting 190.
Wow.
Slashing 190, 328, 390. Over the last month and a half, he is now up to well over 309, well over 300, a 436 on base, and a 712 slugging percentage. Now, he's 1 for 3 tonight. By the way, he's 1 for 3 tonight, and his slugging and on base percentage both went down.
David.
He is he's going to be MVP.
Yeah,
he's just unbelievable right now. He's smashing baseballs. All right, so based on vibes alone, who do you most want on your team? 100 players voted in Major League Baseball. Who is the most popular answer? Who's the best vibes guy out there?
Huh.
Kyle Schwarber.
Schwarber's fared very well. He is 6th.
He does kind of seem like an ultimate teammate type of guy.
Yeah.
Vibes could be anything. It could be like upbeat, positive personality. It could be dancing.
Technically tied for 3rd with 4 players.
Who's a dancer in the
So there's 2 people ahead of Kyle.
How about Julio Rodriguez?
Julio Rodriguez did not score.
Okay. Mookie Betts on the list?
Oh, he definitely seems like a vibes guy.
Mookie Betts is number 1 with 12.6.
Good answer.
12.6 of Major League Baseball players say based on vibes alone, they most want Mookie Betts as their teammate.
Garrett Stubbs better not be on the list, but I know in the chat Chris is saying him.
Garrett Stubbs is last on the list. 2.1% of the vote.
Is he really on the list?
You swear to God, he's last.
What?
So what? Did every Philly vote for him?
Wait, yeah, what? Seriously, Major League Baseball voted for Garrett Stubbs. This is top 10?
This tells you that probably a couple Phillies voted. Not top 10. He is 2, 4, 6, 8.
Man.
He's 16th, but it's really tied.
But he actually made the list.
But it's actually tied for like 5th.
What?
Number 2, we've already mentioned him in one of the previous other polls. He's very good.
1.
Maybe the best.
Shohei Ohtani?
Shohei Ohtani.
But do you think he's a vibes guy because he's just good?
Well, you're probably going to bet on some great stuff.
But you think he's like got a great personality? Oh.
Probably going to have a lot of fun in that dugout gambling on stuff. You know what I mean?
Rude.
Vibes
but
are
he
high.
doesn't seem like he's a great personality. Like, I don't get funny. Like, what personality do you think Shohei Ohtani gives? He's not the funny guy. He's probably
I'm with you.
I don't think he's the. He kind of gives me vibes of the really talented. There's those talented
He's the throw the
athletes
guy
that are
into
like
the bus and back it over him kind of guy, though.
Maybe.
What are you guys talking about?
What are you talking about?
What?
I'm so lost. I think
Poor Ipe.
there are some of those really good, talented athletes that are obnoxious people and super stuck up.
Yeah.
And they're not relatable. He kind of gives me those vibes. I hate to say it. You know, like a Michael Jordan-esque.
He seems wholesome.
But like,
You think he's a dick?
I kind of get those vibes, like a secret though.
There is a
like
lost in translation.
MJ was like openly that. Like I get that undercover, sarcastic, snarky, dicky personality.
Tyler, Shohei Ohtani, a dick. Your thoughts?
I don't know.
Couldn't tell you. I can't get a read on the guy.
I mean, I have no idea. I don't know what he's. We're not speaking the same language, so I legitimately don't know.
Sounds like you think he's a dick.
Seemed like a nice guy with
I'm
his
just mad
dog
he
and
didn't
doing the
marry
interviews.
me,
He
and
seemed
he
like a
married-
nice guy.
He
So
does seem. He seems like he's either really nice or really
Or you
snarky. I feel like
don't
there's
wanna get
no
on
in
his
between.
bad side,
I feel
yeah.
like there's no. Oh, the
So-
kiddos are out.
By the way, one of the
Shirts
players.
off.
I think
baby chest.
probably a polarizing player, so I don't know if he's either definitely on this list or on like a most hated list. I don't know if Bryce Harper makes this list or not. I feel like you either love Bryce Harper or you hate Bryce Harper.
Bryce Harper
See, I feel like-
tied for third with Kyle Schwarber at 4.2% of the vote. So Kyle Schwarber and Bryce Harper get the same amount of votes. There's two other players tied with them for
So
third
given
place.
this, what I know now, the vibes they're going off of are like, you're really good. You're gonna make us all. It's contagious because you're extremely good, and you're gonna make
So
us
it
all play
says-
So
better.
obviously it's Jose Altuve.
He's on the list.
Is he really?
So the
Seriously?
Athletic categorizes it as this: putting aside their stats and going solely on vibes. Who do you most want on your team? Must be someone the player is not friends with / doesn't know well. If players were honest about that, so Jose Altuve comes
Tyler goes
in
up again.
the 5th place position, tied with Garrett Stubbs
I will say
at
for Bryce.
2.1% of the vote.
I will say for Bryce, when you look at things like him doing the soccer slide and the headband and the fanatic, okay, those vibes are strong. I do get that. He's a man of the people.
So who are the two other people tied with him? They're very good. We've mentioned them already.
Aaron Judge.
Aaron Judge
Thanks.
tied with
Thanks,
Schwarber
you owe
and
me a
Harper.
Pepsi.
And then there's one
You
other.
owe me a lolly, an ollie, Lord,
It's a joke.
an Olipop.
Yeah. Pepsi.
Oh yeah,
All
it's a
right.
Coke.
I own Pepsi stock, but I won't drink it.
Really?
Yeah, I'm a Coke purist. Only the finest Colombian Coke.
Are you in love with the Coco?
All right, one more. We already named him.
I already said Juan.
Not Juan.
Corey.
Juan did not make the list.
He's a top player.
Corey Seager?
Oh, Acuna.
Acuna tied.
He gives
Harper,
me dancing
Judge,
vibes.
and Schwarber.
I feel like he'd be like
Tied for the next
left field.
place. I'll just buzz through them now. Mike Trout, Lance Lynn, Marcus Simeon, Willie
So
Adames.
that gets us back to Lance Lynn's got to be just a dude.
Yeah, Lance Lynn seems like a real dude.
I think he's a spitting sunflower seeds.
Yeah. Slapping his belly, making fat jokes about himself.
Yes. Probably has like, I feel like he smells,
Yeah.
but he's like that guy, like a,
You feel like he smells?
I know what she means. He
That's-
looks like he might smell a little
Wow.
bit. Yeah.
no, but be that like extremely down to earth.
He's definitely a big farter in the dugout.
Yeah, like exactly. I'm not gonna
definitely.
lie, he seems like he smells.
Yeah.
I don't think it's in a sense of like he doesn't shower. I think he's just like
He
chilling.
looks like he smells. I
think
get
he's
it.
just chilling.
Some people look like they smell.
Just
I get
passing
it.
gas and
Yeah, he's definitely pulling a lot of fart pranks
yeah.
in the locker room. Guys are loving it. And then in last place, all tied, Jose Altuve, Orlando Arcia, Garrett Cole, Kike Hernandez, Francisco Lindor, and Garrett Stubbs. So that's a kind of fun one based on vibes. Evaluate this statement.
Oh boy.
100 players voted. Anthony Rendon was right saying the season is too long. Where, and guess the percentage of how many players voted yes or no to the season being too long.
I bet you it's more than we're gonna give thought to. I think
It's gonna be.
I think it's in like the 40 percentile.
Oh no, I'm gonna.
I think a lot
I'm
of
going a little
that-
higher.
that
that's
they
a
agree
yes.
with him.
Yes.
I'm gonna go a little higher. I'm gonna go like.
I think the
61.
season's too
I'm gonna
long.
go like 61%. This is an anonymous poll. They have a chance to say what they truly feel.
Anonymous
so
poll.
I'm going to go a little bit higher because I feel like there are probably guys that feel like the season's too long. I'm going to stick with my 61.
And Tyler, you're 40-something?
I'll go 40.
31.6% of the players said the season is too long.
Oh, bummer.
68.3% said no.
See,
They
I
do
was
not
right.
agree with Anthony Rendon.
I was right.
Which
here's,
I would have been more
But I was
where
on the-
you are, like 45%.
Here's the thing
know.
with Rendon. I think the things that he has said over the years, like the season's too long, and baseball's not my main priority. All of those things are very fair and valid point. Like,
sure,
this job's not my main priority. I love this job. I love working with you guys, but my family comes first.
How dare you?
You know what I mean? Like those, I totally get what he's trying to say. The messenger was the problem. If you had a guy who had a track record of playing gutsy baseball, a guy who had a track record of being available for a majority of the season, a guy, and injuries are not Rendon's fault, but he has sustained quite a few of them over the last 5 or 6 years. And you have a guy who basically feels like he is, kind of like slapping the job in the face. The message I don't feel is all that far off.
No, it's not.
I think the messenger was the wrong person at the wrong time.
Yeah, when you're getting paid that much money, fans of a team don't want to hear that this isn't your top priority. Like when you're making $26 million a year or whatever. All right, the next question on the players poll around Major League Baseball. Which team would you sign with if contracts, state taxes, and roster were not a factor?
I think this is an easy answer, the number one.
Wait, contract, state tax, and roster are not an answer. So you're going for the city or the franchise history.
Yeah, I think there's
ballpark look.
I think there's an easy answer. If it's not one, it's the other. I think there's two that jump out.
What two are those?
So I think the Dodgers is the number one answer.
I was gonna say Dodgers are but contract, city tax depends. So where do you want to live?
Because California has insane state taxes.
Yes, that's why I feel like city tax was put in there. New York is another one.
The Yankees are the other team.
A lot of people love New York. See, I don't like New York, so I wouldn't say that
Neither
answer.
are the top two.
Oh.
Really?
Miami.
So then maybe it's the Marlins.
You want to be in Miami? Welcome to Miami.
Marlins are down the list a little bit.
The
Los Angeles Dodgers come in third with 8.1% of the vote.
Where are the Yankees
San
at?
Francisco.
The Yankees
or San Diego
are fifth.
I think I'm gonna stick in stay in the West Coast.
6.9% of the vote.
San Diego or San Francisco.
San Diego, I would have considered up there. Not up there. They are seventh.
This sucks. So we're missing numbers
1 and 2 and 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. Top two have not been guessed.
Cubs?
Cubs are sixth.
Chicago's a tough place to play early on.
Cubs are sixth.
The Diamondbacks?
Diamondbacks are ninth.
I'm curious how they feel about an international play. Is it the Toronto Blue Jays?
What I was thinking, but
Toronto Blue Jays not on the list.
What are they going for here then? Because there's no city tax.
Money's not an issue, right?
Money's not a factor. You don't have to worry about the city tax. And what was the other thing? Stats?
The roster, the contracts, the state taxes.
Where's a place you want to go just for the city? Or for the ballpark? Or for the... I don't know.
Missing two.
What else are you going for?
One's right under your nose.
Not the Phillies.
So then my guess do you want to go play at Fenway and play for the Red Sox?
The Red Sox.
The Boston Red Sox come in second with 9.3% of the vote.
Just kidding, Boston.
Is number one a one you wouldn't immediately think of?
No.
Is it what?
Like one you wouldn't immediately think of?
Another
No,
mistake.
they're consistently a very well-run organization.
The Braves?
Maybe down in Texas?
The Atlanta Braves come in number one with 12.7% of the vote. On which team would you sign with if contracts, state taxes, and rosters were not a factor? I'm with you. I would have had San Diego, San Francisco, and LA pretty high on the list because of
I was thinking cities,
once you remove
locations.
city tax or state tax, I felt like it should.
So where do you think the Phillies fall on this list?
Not on it.
12th.
16th.
8th which is respectable.
People want to live in Philly.
Philadelphia, 4.6% of the vote, right behind
like
San
living in Philly.
Diego,
I feel like
the Chicago Cubs, and the New York Yankees. Ahead of the Arizona Diamondbacks, ahead of the Los Angeles Angels, Houston Astros, Miami Marlins, Cincinnati Reds, Tampa Bay Rays, Seattle Mariners.
So I have a question. Do they have who's last? Because I have an idea who might be last, too.
No, it does not.
What do you think is last?
The Cleveland Guardians.
Cleveland Guardians got votes, it says.
Really?
It says teams also mentioned Orioles, Guardians, Brewers, Pirates, Cardinals, Blue Jays, Nationals.
Here's my reasoning for Cleveland. The team's cheap. They don't want to spend any money.
But again, it's not contract. It's not.
Yeah, contract is kind
right.
of
So the organization has been to one World Series in the last 20 years. They've been to two in the last 20, almost 30 years now. But they've not won a World Series in, what are we on 90 years now for the Guardians? Almost or 80 years now for the Guardians. Also, too, as a city, Cleveland sucks. There's nothing.
Cleveland rocks.
There's nothing good in Cleveland. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is there, and that's what you got.
I've been there. Cleveland's all right. It's got the flats.
I'm surprised Cleveland is not towards the bottom.
So the Phillies come in 8th around Major League Baseball, which I think is fairly respectable.
Actually, to Chris's point in the chat, a really good point. The last few playoffs probably have changed how people feel about playing in Philly.
Definitely.
That's a big part of it. Like,
I mean,
that's
Whit
something that's definitely a
Merrifield
big factor.
Trey Turner.
I've heard from so many people that have played in Philly or haven't played in Philly that it's like, Philly's a place I'd want to play. The fans are passionate. What people call crazy, we call passion. And they want to be a part of that. So, okay, that part makes sense. That's interesting.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of interesting. All right, this next question. 79 players responded. Which organizations have bad reputations among players? Multiple answers allowed.
Oakland.
Number 1 with 40.
Not a surprise. Team's a
40.
Team's a dumpster fire and their owner's a joke.
Ballpark.
Any guess on number 2, 3, or 4, 5?
Bad.
Chicago White Sox.
Chicago White Sox number 2. Tyler's on a heater, folks.
The Rockies.
One more and he's on fire. 4th place.
Oh.
Just missing 3rd.
The Miami Marlins.
Not there. They are 7th.
The Astros as a sneaky one.
The Astros are not here.
Okay, I don't know. I just feel like they're cheating. But I guess
They
you
are
wouldn't mind that
named as a team that got mentioned.
I guess as a player, you probably don't
Phillies
mind
didn't
that.
even get mentioned, so that's pretty good.
That's a positive. What about...
How about the Washington Nationals?
Washington Nationals are listed with 2%, tied with the Royals and Yankees.
No.
Yeah, the Angels are a dumpster fire. Art Moreno's
Is it the Angels?
Number 3.
He's also cheap.
Teed that one up for you.
Yeah, well, you should have just said it. So Athletics worst, White Sox second worst, # free herb.
Your name is the Athletics. Who came up with the Athletics?
I mean, they've been the A's for 100+ years.
Yeah.
No, I know the A sounds great.
Well, they've always been the Athletics.
No, I know. I don't like the word athletics. I like just the Oakland A's.
Well, because it was the Philadelphia Athletic Club.
I know, but as I'm saying, it's my point. Who came up with that?
I don't know, somebody like 130 years ago.
Old person that's now dead. Do you want names? The person's dead.
Like, you think about athletics, you think of like PAL, like, you know, those types of like the Philadelphia Athletic League. But like to have your team be the Athletics, like the A's is badass. I like it. It's cool. I'm just spitballing here. This is how I've always felt.
Are you looking for why they're called the A's or who called them
No,
the
why
A's?
they're called the Athletics. I don't mind the A's. I like that. That's cool. We're the A's.
Yeah.
You're the B's.
The Athletic
But the
Club
actual
of
word
Philadelphia.
That's like lame.
That's what they were.
Like, I feel like team names should be something that's either
they're playing the Red
intimidating.
Sox.
with an X.
Red Sox.
But I never liked the fact that you have Red Sox and White Sox. Why are there no Blue Sox?
Half the names in the league are made up. They're not real.
But I think it needs words. It either needs to have symbolic.
Where did the Royals come from? Did Britain name them?
Well, you'll never be royal.
All right, so the
I don't know.
Athletics
who comes up with
worst,
these
White
names.
Sox second, Angels third, Rockies fourth, Mets fifth, Pirates sixth, Marlins seventh.
I have a question for you guys.
Okay.
By the way, the Royals comes from pays homage to the American Royal, a livestock show, horse show, rodeo, and championship barbecue competition held in Kansas City since 1899.
Huh.
Interesting. So that being said, as we're talking through team names, if you could change one name of a team, which would it be? Which one are you getting rid
In
of?
baseball?
Yeah, we'll just say baseball. Because we can really go down the rabbit hole in all sports because there's some that need to go.
So are we...
Like, get rid of the historic factor. Like, the Red Sox, they're all historic, Boston, blah, blah, blah. Let's strip away all the... I'm going to take a page out of the MLB polls. Strip away all the history, the World Series, the lack of World Series. Whose name's got to go? If you had to pick
I
one.
think the Guardians stink. I understand they have the Guardians of the Highway, like the monument out there. I think that's a pretty bad one.
Zach said things you talk about when losing. Bingo. That just doesn't sound like a great name.
The Reds is kind of cool.
Baseball's a little bit... there's
Most
not...
of them are pretty good.
Like, I think in other sports, I could probably immediately give you a couple.
Okay.
And it's mostly because of, like, relocation. Like, the Lakers being the Lakers in Minneapolis made sense.
Yeah.
The Lakers being the Lakers in Los Angeles makes no sense.
The Jazz in Utah
makes no sense.
Makes a whole
The
lot
Grizzlies
of sense,
in Memphis makes no sense.
Yeah.
I get, so like there's some that are much easier.
Baseball kind of stuck with, like, there wasn't a lot of relocation of teams that don't.
Yeah, I mean, there's, I guess.
Guardians would be my answer.
Zach saying he can't stand the Commanders in football. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a really bad name.
Commanders is terrible.
And they just came up with that. That's a recent one.
Think about the two we just named. Commanders and Guardians are both less than 5 years old.
Yeah, that's
And they
true.
both
The new
stink.
names.
See? So these old guys that are dead, we're on to something, Renee.
Oh, okay. Maybe. Or is it because they're old and we're just used to them? Bam.
Yeah, but like Baltimore
Like,
Orioles,
had somebody rolled out,
Cincinnati Reds.
Had somebody rolled out, like, we're going to be called the Athletics in 2024, you would be like, that's lame.
White Sox, Cubs, like, yeah, I guess there's a historic.
It's the history that makes it.
Yeah,
great.
I'll stick with Guardians. Final answer.
That's a good one.
Yeah, stupid. And Blue Jays. What the hell does that have to do with Toronto?
I was gonna say the Blue Jays. Actually, I just feel like it's not. So when I think of a team name, I want something that sounds like a team, like sports. Blue Jays makes me think of like mockingbirds and hummingbirds and Blue Jays and like peaceful things.
Yeah, I'd probably go Blue Jays second.
That was actually my answer.
I do like their uniforms and hat though.
Yeah, it's cool. Whatever.
So, all right. Next question asked to 90 MLB players: should MLB shut down mid-season?
No.
So players can participate in the 2028 Summer Olympics in Los Angeles.
Well, Bryce wants that to happen. He's been on the record saying he thinks that it should absolutely happen.
So 90 players around Major League Baseball were polled. What do you think? Oh, Sir Anthony gets out of the jam. Nice work by Sir Anthony.
Woo!
There you go. He's been really good now for a month.
He has
we
been.
can say Castellanos is back. Are we comfortable saying Sir Anthony's
like
back?
8 and what's he had? Like 8 and wait. Let me pull this up before I say the wrong stat.
I'm getting close to saying Sir Anthony's back. I'm not going to say it with my chest yet. I'm putting it on. I'm putting it on watch. He's pretty damn close. Hasn't he been scoreless for almost a month?
I was gonna say I think it's been like 8 games. For 8 is jumping out at me. So in the last 7 games, he's had a 0 ERA.
Yeah.
Yes. In the last 15 games, he's had a 1.98 ERA, and he's had 8 hits, 3 earned runs, 5 walks, 9 strikeouts, 0.95 WHIP. Yeah, he's been Sir Anthony's been pretty good lately.
Are you gonna say he's back? Do you want to declare it for the good people right now?
I'd like him to be back. I always feel bad for Sir Anthony.
You don't feel it. It doesn't feel like you're saying this with your chest.
I'm not. I'm saying this with my elbow.
Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. Where I don't fully trust it yet. But like he's back, but I don't really feel like saying it.
It's like he's back.
He's back.
He's back.
Don't get showed.
But I feel like
that was a nice jam to get out of there.
Him and Taiwan are guys that like get so much heat, and rightfully so. Don't get me wrong, but I do feel a little. I got a soft spot.
Okay. So what is your percentage on the vote?
I feel like it's
for the Summer Olympics.
This game has been so long, and I need the Phillies to make a comeback and make things exciting. But percentage-wise,
So 90 players were polled. What percentage said yes?
Did more say yes than no? I'm going to say more said yes than no. Having a chance to be a part of any international game like the Olympics is something you dream about as a kid. Like the World Baseball Classic's fantastic. Great to have all these other events, but the Olympics,
it's pretty cool.
I'm going to say wait, what was the question?
Should Major League Baseball shut down mid-season?
Shut down.
So players can play in the 2028 Summer Olympics.
I'm going to talk myself through this. So right now, we've got time. Right now, they're considering a condensed few weeks for baseball to be incorporated. It was like 4 to 6 games or something.
That seems like too long to me. I was going to say 2 to 3 weeks.
So in order for the league to have any opportunity for it, and you have so many players missing, you do need to probably shut down. Do players want to shut down? Okay, I'm going to say yes is the whopping 54% said yes.
Tyler, what percentage of players polled?
I think it's less. I think it's going to be less because of the fact that there's not going to be like there's 26 guys on a roster. You multiply that by 30, you're up at
most of the league will be off.
Well over 600 players. Not that many players are going to be selected for their organizations.
Yeah,
I think that it's going to be less than that. I'm going to go. I think under 40.
But the thing is, baseball's a really tough sport to play if you're missing guys. Like other sports have, and I was just talking about. Oh, we were talking about this. How like basketball and soccer have these in-season tournaments where it doesn't count towards your record or anything, but you can. It's a little bit easier to move players around in different positions and stuff. Obviously, that would require calling up, I guess, some minor league guys and things like that. I just feel like baseball is more difficult, so I'm gonna still stick with my
70.
More said yes. I said 54. I was gonna go 70 something.
You looked horrified. It's not that big of a deal, Renee. 46.5% of players said they would be in favor of a mid-season shutdown for the Olympics.
So again, I was right, but I was on the wrong side. I said 54, but 54 said no, not yes.
Yeah.
That's a small win.
We have a word for that. It's called wrong.
Yeah, you were wrong. All right, next question to almost 100 MLB players anonymously. Have analytics helped your career, hurt your career, or made no difference?
I have a feeling this number is very, very high in the helps department.
Now, one of the answers that showed up was both helped and hurt.
Oh, see.
So there's technically 4 categories, even though the question was only 3.
Wait, has analytics helped sports or helped baseball?
Have analytics helped your career, hurt your career, or made no difference?
Oh, it's asking the players.
Yes. I'm going to say that the highest percentage was helped their career.
You think about some stats, though, like analytics are heavily a big part of everything in baseball, with your contracts, with everything. So I'm going to say that. Did it help them? No. I'm going to say that 52% said it helped.
I'm not sure any of the answers are that high. There's 4 options. I think that's too high for any one particular answer.
Yes, no, maybe so. Helped, I don't know.
Helped, no difference. Both helped and hurt.
I'm going to say both helped and hurt got the most votes. Because I feel like everybody has had times probably where it was good in times of success. I'm going to say that was the highest. That was probably at like the highest at 39%.
Helped is number 1 at a whopping 76%.
Wow.
76% of nearly 100 players polled say that analytics has helped their career. Second was no difference at 10.8% of the poll. Both helped and hurt came in third at 8.6%. And only 3.2% of players said analytics hurt their game. I don't know why they asked Nick Castellanos that question. Yeah, but I'm kind of shocked that it's that high. Say helped. I would have guessed helped was number 1, but
Think about it.
That's a lot.
You think about it. Every time we do Down on the Farm, anytime we talk about a trade, everything we talk about is numbers. Yeah. So I guess it really drastically is helping more than even like, we'll excuse people's terrible personalities. We'll excuse their criminal behavior. We'll excuse them, whatever. Clubhouse guy. Stats reign supreme.
All right. Next question asked in the MLB Players Poll.
How many questions did they ask these guys?
I think there's only 1 or 2 left. Oh. Have you ever seen or heard of a player being put on the injured list when they weren't injured enough to merit it?
100%. All of them. Yes.
84 players polled.
Of the 84 players polled, Steve Harvey, I'm going to say I'm always around 50 because I feel like I'm indecisive and nervous. I'm going to say 64%.
Tyler?
Wait, have seen it happen.
I'm going to go even higher than that. I think it's probably close to like 3 out of every 4.
He flew out.
Oh, I thought it made it.
It was the deep center field, though.
I didn't see the ball. I thought the guy missed it.
Renee hit the nail on the head. 64% of players say yes. They have seen players milk it on the injury list.
Exactly 64.
Yeah, you did. You said 64.
Look at me. I'm gonna leave now.
Yeah,
my work here is done. I didn't see that he caught Yoro's.
Yeah, he caught it.
Hit, but I did get that number.
He hit it to the outfield though. That's encouraging.
It almost got to the wall. It almost got to the green wall.
Was the is this the last one?
He's got purple fingernails.
All right, there's 2 left.
I wonder what that's for.
Yes, 2 left. All right, this question was: did the Dodgers' offseason spending, was it good for the game? 86 players were polled. What percentage do you think said the Dodgers' offseason was good for the game?
Kyle got on base. First of all, there's a positive.
June Schwarber.
Let's get some June.
Hey, let's get a little two-run knock here, Nick. What percentage of players polled said the Dodgers' offseason was good for the game? Now remember, they are heavy unionized.
Go, Nick, go, Nick, go! No, Nick, no!
Unionized players where spending is good because a high tide rises all boats. The Phillies are going to lose this game. It's just like the vibes are off.
That's okay.
Any guesses?
I would say you're definitely above 50 in terms of, I think it helped. They're going to say it helped. But I don't think it's much more. I'll go 52.
What do you got,
50. I'll go 53.
I said it was good for baseball or hurt. I'm sorry, that it hurt baseball.
That it was good for the game. Was their spending good for the game?
I feel like I'm in a pop quiz.
It's not really serious. There's no grades given out. We're just playing a little game while we watch the Phillies lose.
The type of student I also was.
Just throw a number out there. Any number. Any number will do. The number 1 through 100, anywhere.
This is like the SNL skit where a scene where they do Jeopardy, and the final Jeopardy question is, pick a number, any number, 1,
any number will do,
or 2, or even 3,
or 90, or 80, or 70, or 100.
I don't remember the question.
Renee, there's no grades. Your parents are not getting emailed your grades for today's pop quiz on the anonymous MLB player poll.
I'm ashamed to say I still don't remember the question.
The question was pick a number between 1 and 100.
Was the Dodgers spending
that's the question at this point.
Insane amounts of money good for the game? The players who stand to make a lot of money,
okay,
do they think it's good?
Okay. I feel like I'm doing a freaking thesis statement right now.
You're not. You're picking a number.
This is really just like throwing a dart at
I think
a board of numbers.
A total of.
All right, you can have my answer. I'm changing my answer.
Tyler, should we just move on to the next one?
I think it's a great idea.
Oh my gosh, I really can't think of what I can't rationalize what I think they would have said. Baseball. Good for baseball.
If you saw somebody with a similar job in another market at ALLCITY get paid $1 billion, would you say it's good or bad for you?
I think that 92%. That it was good for baseball. Am I correct?
91.8% of players said the Dodgers offseason spending
That rounds up to 92.
was good for the game. Almost 92% of players.
My arm just cracked.
4.6 said no. 3.4 said I don't know. Cowards.
What did you say again, Tyler?
I think I said 53. But you know what I did right away? I just gave an answer because we're not playing get into Harvard Law School.
I got back-to-back answers correct. So
those
That took you 92 years.
Yeah, that took forever. Is the game over?
They got the Titanic, the gem from the Titanic in faster time.
Oh, John Foley's going to join us post-game. We're going to go live in the 9th inning pretty soon. So this is a good time to wrap this up. All right, last question that was asked to MLB players in the anonymous poll. Are you in favor of or opposed?
Wait, Jarren Duran weirdly looks like Garrett Stubbs a little bit. Did you see it?
I'm in favor. I don't know what the question is, but in favor.
Are you in favor of or opposed to MLB adopting the salary cap and floor system used in other major sports leagues?
See, I've had a long-standing gripe with this. I do not believe in a salary cap for baseball, but I absolutely believe in a salary floor.
I'm with you.
I think it should be.
So the three answers are opposed, floor, no cap, in favor.
I think floor, no cap is going to be the highest selling one. My number for a while has been 70% of the 15th highest salary from the year prior. So it's right in the middle. You have to be at 70% of the 15th highest salary for the next year. That's your floor. It's a sliding floor year by year, but I think that you need to implement something. To give you an answer, I think floor, no cap is the highest answer.
It is second.
Wait, I didn't answer yet.
Everybody looking up the anonymous players poll? You have hit 2 of the last 3, like oddly very close. Are your stall tactics just cheat tactics?
I haven't even been typing on my
did give you my athletic login a while ago.
I am texting you right now, so you know I'm not cheating.
Mm-hmm.
That was me texting. I haven't even been using my computer. This is my brain. This is just all in my brain.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go. Not the floor. What was the other options?
Oh boy, Tyler. Opposed, floor, no cap, in favor.
In favor with. I gotta keep my streak alive. In favor with 46. Oh.
We're just gonna take that, and you said it.
In favor with 41%.
In favor came in last place.
Oh, brother, that's because you rushed me.
With 13.5% of the vote.
Dang it.
Most common answer given by Major League players.
Opposed.
71.6% are opposed to Major League Baseball.
I don't think players should be opposed to a salary cap floor. If there's a salary cap floor, players will get paid more.
So 14.8% of players said floor, no cap.
Well, and I think
that would be my vote.
That's the right answer. If you're the average player or even the below average, I think the below average player should be voting floor, no cap.
Yes.
Because then all of the pay has to come because there's going to be teams.
The Pirates pay a certain amount.
The Pirates, the Rays, these teams have to pay.
Royals,
right.
who actually this
well, they spent some money this year.
Meanwhile, Soto just hit.
Yeah.
It's a hit by pitch.
So I thought that was kind of fun. The anonymous player poll of Major League Baseball. All right, should we shut it down and start a post game? All right, let's wrap this up.
Especially now.
As the Phillies are losing 8-5, 2 men on first and second for the Red Sox, 1 out. We're going to drop this link, fire up the post game link. So if you follow us here on PHLY, now's a great time to subscribe to the channel, set the notification for when we go live, all that good stuff. We'll be back in maybe like 5 to 7 minutes for the Phillies post game here.
Oh, brother, Soto.
Oh, yeah, he's not looking very good. The PHLY Phillies podcast will be back after this for the start of the post game show. See you in a minute.
We ALLCITY.